when you're like riding down the highway on your way to Disneyland, you see, I use this for an example because the every time I've ever been to Disneyland, even now, it makes me crazy. You know the last sign that says Disneyland exit. That's what we're getting ready to do as we leave July 49ers season exit. Ow! Drop off this ramp. I'm agitated. Are we parking in the parking lot this time? Or are we just going to park out here and just walk in? So, here we go. It's time to get... It's time to get pumped. But fam, you know it's really funny because, and that's why you can stay in a good mood now anyway, because the fact of the matter is, training camp, the defense beat up the offense again today. But listen, you know what? Yesterday, the most dominating Niners defensive player was Jason Verrett. Today, everybody on the defense wanted a piece of the offense. Everybody beat up on the defense, offense today. Hey, but okay, here's the thing that we need to keep in mind. Let's just don't take too much of this, because one thing that has to be considered, however, is the day's results without pads have to be factored in. We go through this every year, and people always overreact. I'm doing it. I know you're doing it too. Everybody, we always do this. Every little play with, ooh, there's no need. There's really no need. All right. Defense usually controls matters when there is no armor. That's just the way it is. Still, we're going to go ahead and have to take shots at the guys, because that's fun to do at this time of year. Later, when they do put on pads, we can look back at these moments and say, see, As tonight, we'll go to the phones to comb over more observations from the Niners beat writers while we assess the training camp action out at Santa Clara. And just do what we do. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, fam, are you buying what Sanu is selling yet? You see, because I am. I didn't know. Sanu told Jennifer Lee Chan of NBC Sports Bay Area, quote, I think we overall are competing hard. It should be fun, whoever ends up being that guy. And I'm sure I'm fighting for it, too. We're going to do a great job. It's a standard that we have in the room, unquote. Fam, I didn't know that last year in March, Sanu was coming off of any kind of a procedure. So because he didn't look like Sanu. Everybody started up and he's gotten too old. He's over the hill. He's done. Does that look like somebody over the hill and done out there right now? Okay, I know. No pads yet, but I don't know. If I had to bet right now, I'd probably bet a small wager, but Sanu looks like he is the standout. You can't do that every day. If you're doing it once in a while, you say, well, he's having a day. Every day? No, that's not by chance. That's not luck. That's not an accident. That is, the rest of the guys can't keep up. So I'm gonna Jordan Matthews joined us today. And he was at you know what's really funny about Jordan Matthews? A few hours prior to the 49ers saying they signed him, he was like working with the Jets. I don't understand. Did he fly out or was he on the phone or how is he doing this? Because a few hours later, the Jets were looking at him, and a few hours later, Jordan Matthews signs with San Francisco. Really? As a tight end? Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I'd heard about him working out as a tight end, putting on beef, hanging out at McDonald's in the back parking lot, eating down even the garbage they throw out, trying to gain size. Yeah. Do you remember the muscle gainers when you went into like whatever health food store you went into? You see the protein, the cut up formula versus the muscle gainer, and later on, finally, I said, "Man, muscle gainer ain't nothing but a bucket of sugar every time you put it in the glass." Okay, so you need to stop doing that and increase your. Dude, eat the food, man. Have more steaks, eggs, things like that. Oh, damn. Be cheaper, too. Okay. Anyway, let's go with that practice recap. The highlight play of the day came way of deep bomb, Trey Lance. Pew. It was a guided missile. Deebo Samuel has hit the receiving end. Lance drops back and launches a 45-yarder to Samuel, who edged down his defender for the catch. There were no names today in some reports as to who was getting abused. So I don't know who was guarding Debo. But the pass did not. Oh, no, wait. You know what's so funny? The pass did not come out perfectly. It wobbled and hung in the air a little longer than Lance probably would have wanted it to, but it still landed on the other end. Debo was nowhere near as open as he was on that deep reception earlier this week on a 7-on-7 drill. Still, Lance's pass arrived on target. And they did mention Jared Maiden, though. Jared Maiden mistimed his leap and could not bat the ball away. It fell into Debo's hands. You know what's really funny? That reminds me of that play. Remember last 2019? Garoppolo goes deep downfield to Debo again. But Debo fought off the defense for that pass. It fell right there, just a few steps away from the end zone, and Debo just sort of like wrestled away from the defenders. So you know what? Maybe even if Jared Maiden would have got there in time, Debo would still go beat him up because Debo's tough. I'm impressed with that, So that play highlighted what the 49ers hope to see a lot of in the coming seasons. Lance showing off his ability to throw it deep, and Samuel making big plays downfield. Debo, known for his ability to take short passes for long distances, he wants to be used more on deeper routes this season. That, according to him. Debo also hauled in a pass in a tight window. Steven on a throw. Wait for it. Yes, it was Josh Rosen who made that pass. And into a tight window. Rosen, where Josh threaded the ball between two defenders for the second straight day. That was into that. But for the second straight day, look out, fam, because Eric Armstead registered another would-be sack. You know what this like reminds me of? I remember when I first started believing in Eric Armstead. I think it was his second year. When did Armstead get drafted? Anyway, his second year, I remember all the offensive linemen were complaining because, hey, come on, man, the ball ain't missing. Eric would come back there and blow things up. Eric Armstead from the interior can be very, very effective. They've got to keep him there as much as possible. But Eric was regularly in the backfield today. But again, no pads, so it still makes a difference. But he registered a would-be sack. Here's the better news, though. Yeah. Samson. You know what? Samson's a more mightier name than Sosa, actually. Because, Samson, the biblical character. What? Was it Samson? Was he? No, I guess Samson might have been mythology. Samson had long hair, and his strength came from his hair, and his power was Hercules. I mean, Hercules was like his Hercules would look at Samson, damn, dude, and you ain't even supposed to be immortal. So, Samson notched 2 would-be sacks today. He actually did that by dealing with both Mike McGlinchey and Trent Williams, according to report. Yes! But here's the thing. When you go rep after rep after rep after rep, you learn a lot of things, and that's what he pretty much echoed in his conference. Shanahan took notice of it, too, and was complimentary towards Mr. X Rams. Shanahan said, quote, Samson's done a real good job. He's in shape. He's explosive. He's strong. He dresses nice. We're not surprised. We played against him twice a year for the last 4 years, so he's been exactly what we hoped for. Unquote. Go get him, Simpson. And as I asked you the other day, remember former 7th-round pick Tim Harris Jr.? I mean, dude was getting worked like a pick handle a few days ago. Suddenly, Tim just needed to get in rhythm and in shape. You know what? I'm through judging these guys on these individual performances because these guys getting into rhythm, form, and shape, timing. All these things play into it right now. But the dude is suddenly on a PBU strike. Passes broken up. For the 3rd straight practice, Mrs. Harris's baby boy, Tim, has broken up a pass, this time a ball intended for George Kittle. George probably said, what I got to do to get a pass? And I don't know who it was. They're not indicating. I guess they must have heard about the arguments around. I don't know who threw it. They did say that Trey had a few passes today that were questionable, but, come on. He just got here. But Justin Heath and Diamador Lenore both notched near interceptions during the final series of full teamwork. Anthony Zettel. How do you pronounce his name? Zettel? Is he French? He batted down a pass at the line of scrimmage, and Marcel Harris tipped a pass that fell incomplete. Odds, speaking of Marcel Harris, the dude has been lined up in a few different positions so far through camp, including at linebacker. Is that a good idea? Do you go along with that? Would you like to see Marcel maybe beef it up a little bit? Because the dude, he does have nice reflexes. He's quick. He likes to hit hard. Sometimes Marcel used to bother me because he would be trying to hit so hard that he missed the target. But now he's got license. I mean, Marcel could be like 007. He can just go out there. He's got a license to kill. Marcel, do whatever you want to do now because you ain't getting coverage. So if you miss now, it ain't going to hurt us. Dude, take him out. This may be what he should be doing anyway. According to Coach Shanahan, the business card carrying safety has a chance to be one of the linebackers who makes this team. Okay. Unquote. Nick Bosa and Jalen Hurd were not on the field for today's session as both received maintenance day. According to Shanahan, the plan is to focus on their recovery every 3 practices. And through the first week of camp, it appears the Niners are rotating players at the vacant right guard spot. My question was why, if it's not Aaron Banks and Brunskill, but both Daniel Brunskill and the other name is Tom Compton. They've alternated first-team reps through the first 3 days of camp, which is worrisome. I don't have a problem, of course, with Brunskill. I assumed he'd be there, but Tom Compton, unless he's made a lot of drastic changes since last year, you don't want that name floating around the field, especially in competition for the first string. That's just my feeling. Brunskill getting another shot again down today. Shanahan said he's been monitoring both players and is looking forward to the competition over the course of the next several weeks. Shanahan said about the twosome, quote, I knew where they were at in OTAs and then what they've done during their 40 days away. To see if they've gotten better or worse, and those guys have been really preparing. Both of them, I think, learned, and I think they both have come back a lot better than they were last year. There's going to be some good competition there, unquote. Kyle, man, come on, man, don't play with us, man. You know what, Kyle, no matter what, I know what you're doing. Make sure that Brunskill stays on his toes. Don't let him assume anything and that type of thing, but don't you fool around here and have Tom Compton start nothing. I don't even know if I want him on the bench. Compton winning the last game of a series, it was ridiculous. It's like Compton said, I mean, look, he could have a little matador hat, patting those little pants on there, and ole! Ole! I don't need no matador offensive lineman, Kyle, please. Veteran tight end McCole Pruitt. Oh, by the way, defensive lineman Maurice Hurst was held out of possession with a slight ankle injury. Veteran tight end McCole Pruitt missed practice while dealing with a calf injury. Do you freak out when you hear the term calf injury with anybody in our team? See, we've heard calf injury before. Richard Sherman had a calf injury that lasted for the entire season, just about. Also, you remember the very infamous calf strain or whatever it is with our very own famous D. Ford. Calf injuries don't go away. The thing is, I've had a calf injury, and I don't understand. I got over calf injuries rather quickly. So I don't know if this is just a ploy to stay off the field. Is this something that the powers that be write up for a player just to put inside the press releases? I don't know. It's kind of scary. But anyway, per Coach Shanahan, he's expected to miss some time, leaving Kittle, Ross Dwelly, Charlie Warner, and Josh Peterson at the position. So, fam, there's sort of a... Okay. All-Star Noon, I see you, man. I appreciate that birthday song, Big Rumbo. You're the man in my favorite sports show since I found you on YouTube. All-Star Noon, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. If I was your lighter complexion, you'd see me blush. But, yeah, thanks, fam. Manuel Marquez. My kids and I have listened to your show for a long time now. Tomorrow is my son DJ's birthday. Please give a shout out. He will love it. Go Niners. We're going to the Super Bowl. And you know this. Wait, hold on. Let me go ahead and finish this. I'll be right back. Ricky, Broadboat Sports And the San Francisco 49ers still the number one franchise in all the land? All the land? Question mark? All the land. Yes. Ray Jr. Hey, Ray. What's up, Rumble? Once again, the topic of your show is good, but we all know it's going to be just about Jimmy. No, in fact, I didn't hear anything about Jimmy. I understand he went 5 of 10, and one pass was dropped by Trey Sermon, so he should have went 6 of 10. Sort of a normal day for Jimmy. He needs to up that up to more about the defense. You know what, though? We need to learn to give the defense some credit. Don't always blame the QB. Sometimes the defense is doing their job, too. Ray Jr., what's up? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Matty S says, hey, yo, Rumble, shout out from beautiful Bend, Oregon. Let me get over here and get DJ's birthday. Let me get that. Let me get that birthday juice. Didn't I start yesterday like this too? I can't tell you how much I enjoy. No matter what JJ says, I can't tell you how much I enjoy doing this. So don't listen to him. If you have a birthday, let me sing for you. I wish I brought my piano in here so I could do it lounge style. You know what? I just realized that's not lounge style. When I'm yelling and screaming like that, that's rock and roll. Happy 9999999 his birthday. Yo, DJ, what you doing, boy? Happy 99 his birthday. DJ, happy. DJ, stand back, man. Don't turn the volume up. Here we go. Because I need to warn people about this. If you have any pets or anything like that in the room that might freak out, you might lower the volume just a little bit because here it comes. Happy night! Birthday, DJ. And Barack Obama's got 2 babies there. He probably might be sleeping. I need to warn people before I do that, don't I? Somebody said, though, you should let children learn to sleep in noisy environments, and that's what I heard. So you want to you record this, and I tell you what, don't do it. A child could be traumatized for life. So that's what's wrong with me right now. Eddie, hey, come on in, Eddie.
Hey, what's up, Rumbo?
Oh, Eddie, man. I mean, the thing is, our backfield got blown up. Our running backs couldn't get nothing. They even grabbed Mostert's, but Contavious Street and company were all over us today. It's pretty funny. Samson Mebukum is. It could be the Trent Williams. Well, I'm gonna give him a break today. They could be letting Samson escape every now and then. You don't want your player, a guy's on your team. You don't want him to get so frustrated that he gives up, right? And
Right.
so I'm just thinking, the defense went to work on us today. Even Tim Harris was in on the act. Everybody got a little piece. Well, are you going to make any conclusions from this, or what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking. Well, here, let me give a little shout out to my brother, my real brother, Jesus.
Go!
Oh no! I didn't know. Eddie, I didn't know. That's right. That's why he always talks about. You guys told me about that a while back. I'd forgotten about Eddie. He really is. Because when Jesus comes on, sometimes he's saying bad things about some of the haters and trolls that run around in here, right? So he says, "I want to say shout out to my son and this and that." I forget what he says. My brother Eddie, he's serious. Eddie, we haven't talked to you in forever, man. How you been doing?
I've been good. I want to say this real quick. Like, I know that there's just half of the 49er faithful is on Jimmy G's side and half isn't, correct?
I don't know, man. I think it leans more toward 3/4 is not on Jimmy G's side. It really is. Woo, God, it's bad. Well, okay, we'll go with that. But go ahead, just to make your point. Go ahead. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, so now we're looking into trading Jimmy G, correct?
Well, not yet. I mean, I don't know. He's supposedly
I've
supposed
heard
to stay here
Texans,
this year.
Washington, and Dolphins.
Yeah, that's more media driven. The 49ers are going to trade Jimmy G. They're not going to let us. We're not going to find out from them. the media's been talking about Washington because they're a good candidate. They can afford it and that type of thing. They're going to pick any team that thinks they can afford Jimmy G. But go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, like, if that was the case, I think we should honestly trade for a cornerback because the loss of Richard Sherman is really hurting. Will really hurt us in the backfield.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I wonder. We didn't think the secondary was going to be any good in 2019 either. They were supposed to be the weakest link. We could be wrong again this year.
Well, as long as our defensive line stays healthy, then our corners and safety shouldn't be bad.
Yeah, they looked good last year without Sherm too. Okay, Jason Verrett, and even who was on the other side? Because remember, Emmanuel Mosley went down with an injury last year for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Who was playing the other side?
Yeah, he was out for a while.
But we were still doing a good job. Akello was back there for a minute, sometime.
Oh, Witherspoon, come on. He wasn't good.
I know. I'm just trying to remember, how come we were okay last year in the secondary? We weren't bad in the secondary last year. Even after...
Yeah, but our D-line was getting hurt, and when we faced a good passing offense, we just got destroyed. I was just looking at the Buffalo Bills game on NFL Network, and we were looking bad.
Yeah. You know what? You're right, though. The Bills did kill us. But for the most part, most teams didn't really run off and beat us up, not through the air.
No, because most of our division is a run-first team. The Rams are trying to switch.
Yeah. But we played the Saints and almost won that game. You know, we weren't out of any games except for the Miami Dolphins game. And that was because of the cornerback, right? So, you know,
Yeah.
that was Akello's fault, too. But anyway, I mean, Kello's sitting over there. I'm having some aches and pains. I think I can do without today. And then he comes running back over after he sees us getting destroyed. Hey, Coach, you know what? You know, I think I might be okay. You know, if you want to let me get in there. Okay, get in there, Kello. God, why did you wait till now? So we were okay in the secondary, not good. Verrett was really good, and Mosley did a great job. But we don't have a third guy, though. I feel you on that. I'm not sure who's going to be the third guy. We got a rookie.
I think our front seven is the best in the NFL, and no one's giving us our credit.
Not yet. We got to wait till the games are played. You know. To get that recognition.
Come on. Boza, Eric Armstead, Kinlaw, and Fred Warner, Greenlaw. Yeah, we're stacked in there.
And
I mean, it's not like if we lost a lot of people in the front seven.
And Javon said, "Hey man, I'm not injured." I love it.
Man, he's a squirrel killer. You saw that?
I know, man.
I'm chasing squirrels.
Dude kills his meat and eats it alive. And you gotta respect that. So you know, but you know, even with 2019, we had a great defensive line. It was predicted to be good, but you got to wait till they play at least a game or two, right? And then you go and say, "Yeah, everything that, boy, all of that in a bag of chips." So yeah,
right.
So we'll see.
That's the way it is. Then that's how it goes. I just want to see kind of Trey Lance start this year. I mean, I think our schedule is kind of like made for him this year, especially like with all the veteran leadership that we're going to have. We're going to have like our offensive line. Honestly, the only piece I'm really questioning is our right tackle, McGlinchey.
Yeah, look, McGlinchey might be tough this year, way tougher than last year. Eddie, you may get your wish. I don't know. For me, I want experience with this particular team. Because playing together, I want them to play fast. I want them to play furious. I want them to play confident. I don't want anybody to have to wait for Trey to catch up. And there will be a little bit of that process because this is a Super Bowl year. You got a Super Bowl team. If Jimmy goes down, hopefully Trey's ready to go. But in the meantime, I still believe Jimmy can guide this team to a championship a little better for now than Trey is. Trey may be able to do that in the future.
Well, yeah, he's been in the system for a while.
Yeah, so my feeling on that is. So we'll see though. Maybe he's been looking kind of good. He had a few miscues today, but he's supposed to. He just got here.
Yeah, he's a rookie. Yeah, of course. And he didn't play all last year for college, so.
Yeah. See, and that's another reason why I'd like to see G get out there because G knows what he's doing. They all know G well. There shouldn't be any miscommunications or anything like that. So we'll see. But, it's still got to be the best guy wins, and Kyle's going to make that decision at some point. So.
Yeah. All right. One last question, then I'm out, Rambo. All right. When are we going to take down that Jimmy G poster in the back?
Jimmy, after the Super Bowl, when G's holding that trophy up and said, "How you like me now?" If Jimmy jumped off into an attitude, I'd
If he
lose
did
my
that,
mind
if
laughing.
he did that, I'll get one from my room. How about that, Rambo?
There you go. Yeah, okay, you're on.
All right, Rambo, you take it easy, bro.
All right, Eddie. I'll probably see Jesus. I see Jesus on the chat, so Jesus is like patrolling. I love it. All right, Eddie, you guys keep it down in that
All right,
chat,
later.
too. All right, fam. Oh, God. And chill. Phil. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Rambo.
Oh, come on, Phil. You know, this is that time of year, and we go through this each and every year. Phil, I make promises each and every year. Listen, let's not overreact the unpadded practices, guys. And we do it anyway, you know, because the defense just
I mean, they're
stormed.
unpadded.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, come on. We'll find out Monday.
Hey, are they putting the pads on as early as Monday?
Yes.
Oh!
That's the schedule.
Oh!
So
Saturday
Monday's
night.
first day with pads.
All right.
They have a day off Sunday, I believe, and then they practice tomorrow,
All right. Yeah.
and then
Monday,
they go with pads on Monday.
Put on the pads. Now the offensive line will have a little more of a
makes a
chance.
difference. For the
Yeah.
offensive linemen, when they wear pads, it's much different.
You
okay?
negotiate with those pads, exactly.
Exactly. You know, they do a lot of things with those
You
pads.
don't run into guys full
So-
speed with no pads when you're an offensive lineman. You know, that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. So, I mean, come on. Let's just be realistic. And, you know, I want to add another thing. Grant Cohn's an idiot. You know, he goes, Hurd and Bosa were out for maintenance days, therefore they're hurt. Oh, really? The guy's
Hey,
just
Phil, what's up,
dumb.
man? Yo, what's up, Phil? Hey,
Hello?
This is Casey. This is Casey, man. It's preseason. What's up, Phil? I just want to say what's up, man.
All right.
I'm a big fan of yours, Phil. I love you, Phil, man. You sound like you were in the trenches back in the day, man. I just want to say I love you, Phil, man. Get back to Grant. Keep talking shit about Grant, man.
All right.
Used to like you, Rumble.
All right, good stuff, Casey. All right. Go ahead, Phil.
I mean, you know, Grant Cohn's never strapped him up.
Yeah.
You know, I strapped him up in basketball. I was a Division I college basketball player.
Whoa! All right, Phil. That means you're a big guy.
So
I would have
yeah,
never.
I'm 6'4".
I would have never
I'm
guessed.
6'4".
All right.
So, no, I played basketball. I lost to Bill Conright's team in Elk Grove for the state
Ooh.
championship in California
Ooh.
for my high school, and then I went on to Cal Poly and played basketball there for a few years. And,
Phil, first thing I'm doing, I'm going to look at it, Google that up and see those photos. Ah, there's Phil. Oh, Cal Poly.
look for
Yes.
the skinny guy.
All
Look for
right.
the skinny tall guy.
Ah,
But anyway, Rombo, you know, I just don't think of anything until they wear pads. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
yeah.
So it changes the whole game.
The dynamic too.
And the other thing is, you know, I still see D Ford out there. I see him cutting. I see him moving, which is a great sign.
God, yes.
And as
Especially
long as
cutting.
we can keep those three guys, Bosa, Hurd, and Ford on the field, we are going to do some damage,
Yes.
serious damage.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And, you know, and as far as the Jimmy trade, let's get over it. Jimmy's going to be our starter until he fails, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be our starter until he loses a couple of games in a row or has a
Or
couple
gets hurt.
bad games,
Yeah.
right?
And you know,
Or gets hurt.
And the media picked out some teams that they want to trade Jimmy. This is not coming out of the front office of the 49ers. This is the second time somebody said this on Twitter. I said, Washington.
No, I see Washington as a potential player after
No.
the year's over.
Yeah, but you know, it's just, you're not going to give up all
But
those draft
if
picks
Jimmy
now.
wins the Super Bowl,
Then
his
Washington-
value goes up. I mean, we all got to be rooting for the guy
Hey,
to win
Washington
a
and
Super
ano-
Bowl,
Yes.
and then he becomes as valuable as what we traded away to get Trey Lance.
Or more, 'cause
So
especially if he looks
you get all
consistent.
that capital back.
Mhm.
That's the whole key.
You know
If
what?
you're a 49er fan, that's what you should be rooting for.
But they brought that up in
Not
the
for
press.
Trey to start.
Yeah, I know.
Because
But
if
Phil,
Trey
did you see-
starts game one, Jimmy's value is 0.
Yeah, all the
Right?
way down through the season. Trent, did you see Trent Williams the other day? It was pretty funny that conference he had. And I've been thinking that the whole time. It's going to be interesting if Jimmy holds up to Lombardi at the end of the season. Trent said, I don't know if you let a Super Bowl winner walk, but we'll see. I said that. I said, you know what? There's going to be pushback from a certain percentage of the fan base. There's also going to be Jed
but you know
sitting
what?
in the
You
office.
got to make the tough decisions.
You do.
You
but
got to
then
make the tough decisions.
they're going to have to sell Jed on
And
it.
if
I can see
Trey's
that.
ready to go, and if he's equal to Jimmy
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
point where we win a Super Bowl,
Then you do that.
you pull the trigger, you get the most value, you get a couple first round picks in return, and then
you get everything
you're
back.
moving forward with a rookie contract at the quarterback, and got all your first round picks back.
That's the thing.
So
Jimmy's not going to play 1 year just to be playing 1 year. He's going to want an extension. Phil, here's my question, though, on this. If indeed, oh, God, I lost it. Jimmy gets traded, he's going to get 40-plus mil, especially if he wins the Super Bowl, right? We can't afford him no matter what.
exactly. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But we also want a Trey Lance salary at about $8 million in salary cap hit.
Yeah.
And that way we can keep Bosa and we can keep all the other guys and maybe get a couple free agents in return. So
It's a lot of
49er
money.
fans need to root for Jimmy to be successful. Therefore, his value goes up. Therefore, we get all that capital back. And then we go in with a rookie quarterback, keep winning, and on top of that, have all our draft picks back.
And
That's what you want.
And that savings will also maybe keep some people that we were probably thinking, oh, God, we got to make a sacrifice this year other than, So now you got enough money, you could probably sign them. So it's a win all the way around
like
thing.
Nick, and most of the stars are signed long term, like Fred and Kittle and Trent, and but there's a few other guys. That
Yeah,
need to sign.
it's those supporting pieces. Exactly.
And as far as McGlinchey goes, I have no worries. No worries. He's going to have a breakout year.
I got
He's
a
going
feeling,
to
too.
He's going to have a pretty good year.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, though, you look at McGlinchey. He had 7 sacks allowed last year, and so we're jumping on him over the sacks.
Mm-hmm.
But Haverstein for the Rams, their right tackle, gave up 6.
Yeah.
And he's certainly not as good as McGlinchey in the run blocking game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, McGlinchey's probably the best right tackle in the division. So, I mean, why are you arguing? What are you going to replace him with?
Yeah.
I
There's the question right there. Well, how do you
I mean,
replace him?
come on. He's
Nobody-
not Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Nobody is.
As far as run
And
blocking
as,
goes,
and as far as Kyle the center goes, come on, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So
he's out there being
so
smart.
he gets beat in without pads.
Yeah, he's being smart.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah, you could tell Mac's doing that on purpose.
I'm taking the chill pill right now, but Bravo.
But I don't feel you. Honestly, why should Mac be out there exerting all kind of energy? You can't hit the quarterback. He's got a jersey on. Why should he be out there
And there's
doing
no
things?
pads.
Yeah, there's no pads. So people take Alex Mack's. Alex Mack got beat today by DJ Jones. Alex Mack got beat by this, beat by that. I didn't pay that. I knew better right away too. Glad you pointed that out. So
I mean, come on, it's just practice, and they're practicing without pads. Let's go Monday. We'll get a good, And the big thing about Monday, stay healthy.
Yes, indeed. Please
Stay healthy. After
Nobody
pads,
needs
stay healthy.
I don't want to see pulled.
Also, I
muscles
want to
either.
add one more thing. I see J-Dub sporting the number 1.
I know, right? I thought he was joking. He's really going to do that.
And Thomas is wearing the 20. Aubrey Thomas, who was 1 at Michigan. So I don't know what's going on there, but
Aubrey's not going to get
I
number
guess
one
J
here.
Dub wants to change his number.
Yes, he posted that up a while back. He
So
says
you're
he's
gonna have to
number
get a new J Dub jersey there.
Well, I know,
Rocco.
you know. God, these guys do this, and they don't understand the money they're costing everybody around the whole Niner Empire. Phil, we gotta go. Hey, I'll be looking for you.
All right, Robo.
We'll see you Sunday and Monday
Okay.
and Tuesday. All
Monday
right,
will be
Phil.
a good call because there'll be pads.
Should be fun. All right, Phil.
All right.
Have a great
Talk to
night,
you
Phil.
later. Bye.
There he goes. Bye, Phil. There he goes. Cal Poly Phil. Guy was a baller.
What's shaking, Rumble?
Casey, come on in, man. That was pretty funny, man. You coming in and
Man,
laying it on Phil. That was pretty.
man,
we didn't
I
expect- we didn't
feel
expect
so honored, Rumble.
that.
You get me in after the.
I could
the man
tell when you
himself.
came in.
Yeah, man, that was just great hearing you bring a Grant like that too.
Poor
Oh,
Grant.
man.
But as I
Well,
say,
yeah, man.
Grant's
You
all
know,
the
that's why I
formula.
like Phil because Phil always tells us the long term. You know, the best route long term, and
Yeah.
you know what he said right there about Jimmy, and what you don't want is you don't want Trey to start early because then you get nothing out of Jimmy. And I mean that's that veteran take and presence that Phil brings to the show. That's why I always enjoy it. So.
Yeah.
But man, Rumble, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for some football. I'm ready for some
you
Mountain
should
Mike's
be.
pizza. You know what I'm saying? I can taste it, Rumble.
Yes, 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 yes. Get that extra
Oh,
cheese
man.
on there.
We're so close, man.
Just like
Before
2
we
weeks.
know it, we're going to be enjoying the first half of a Saturday preseason game here, Rumble.
I know. I can't wait. It's coming up shortly, actually. What, 2 weeks, I think? Yeah.
And maybe
Because-
even the second half we'll enjoy too.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun, fun. I can't wait to see how this season pans out. Everybody, the newbies and everything else we got, can't see what they look like. The attitude from getting your butt beat in 2019 or 2020 when you know dang well we were a better team than that, 6-10. Come on. So,
Yeah, man. They got I think I forget who said it on the show, but the revenge tour energy was kind of toxic for a while, and I think they need to shake that off. So
yeah. Well,
get back to business.
you need to have something to reach for. They still need to keep something in the back of their mind. You'd get better from beatdowns, right? So you keep those in mind. Don't forget
Sure.
that you got beat up. So, come out there with an attitude this year. Don't get beat up twice. So,
It's tough to say. I mean, they were just so, I'm a poker player, Rumbo. And in poker, they were just card dead the whole season. They just couldn't get anything.
yeah.
And really would just, as long as they get, as long as they don't have more than 40 million on the IR, they'll probably be okay. 'Cause they had like 90 million last year. So they can just reduce that to half.
No, how about a quarter? I mean, I need that, no more than $20 million with the guys sitting down. It
That's
just
what I'm
really
saying,
scares me to death.
It's just so, it's so
'Cause it's
crazy
always
to
the
think
wrong
that,
people.
isn't it, man?
Yeah.
Nearly 9 digits on the IR last year. Isn't that just ridiculous, Rumbo?
And that's why pointing blame to this guy, to this guy, to this guy, to this guy was just comical. Because that means, okay, pick the guy you don't like most. Okay, it's his fault. Well, how about the 3-4 guys next to him? They were on the IR too. So what do you? I mean, the whole team.
I know,
fell
and
out of-
Rumbo, I just want to set the record straight too, because I really do think that long-term Trey is a good solution for the 49ers, but also, caller brought up that he thought it'd be, he wants to know when you're going to take down that Jimmy poster behind you. Rumbo, I
answered.
think you should leave that up for indefinitely. I think even after Jimmy goes, it would be funny to keep the Jimmy in Montana poster behind you, just as
Because I tell you what, as soon as they make it, if Trey is everything the hype says he is, he's
even
going
if
up
Trey
next
wins
to.
the fucking Super Bowl, man. Keep
Yes.
it up there, man.
Trey goes up if he does anything. See, the thing is, people don't understand. Jimmy has accomplished some things, whether people like it or not. I can't help that, but he has. He came in.
First they
He
love
got
you,
us up
then
out of the
they hate you, then
toilet.
they love you again.
I mean, he got us out of the
Yeah,
toilet
man.
when he first came in. We got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
the
really
guy's done
did,
some
man.
things.
Oh, so
I
crazy.
still
so
love him.
crazy.
I'm just
If people
loyal.
just have such a short memory,
Like that.
And I say it again, Rumbo. First they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again.
I say I've never been like
You
that.
know.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And I'm so glad I heard what Phil said tonight, because that really is how it is, point blank. You just want Jimmy to do good, and do basically good enough so that you can get something if you have to trade him. You know what I mean? So,
Hey, Casey, but you know what you got to be careful
they
of?
just got so much money everywhere.
The thing is, you got to be careful that you don't ask for too much. You can't get anything back, because some team's going to play us because they're going to say, "Come on, John, you guys, you know what? You're gonna what are you gonna? I give you 1 first-round pick in 2 seconds. You're not going to take that? Because here's the thing. I understand he's won a Super Bowl and everything, but what are you going to do if I don't give you this deal? You going to keep him, or you just going to let him walk? See, there's going to be that argument too, because Jimmy's got the table set. The dude goes buck wild this year, and almost interestingly enough, I've already said he'd be top 5. He's got a great offensive line. Debo's matured. Debo's looking awesome out there. Did you hear about him today? Debo is a man on a mission too. Ayuk's going to be fine. Him and Jimmy are already building chemistry according to Ayuk. George Kittle's going to be George Kittle. The table is set for
You know
Jimmy
what,
to do
though?
really well.
Just by nature of how the 49ers are, Jimmy's never going to statistically be a top 5 quarterback.
Guarantee you.
You know?
I'm telling you, this year.
No, but I mean, he may be in some areas, but in terms of, he's never going to lead the league in yardage. He's never. I mean, maybe unless Kyle, really goes pass heavy this year. But the way the Niners are set up is to spread the ball out and, have 2 or 3 people running the ball, and as long as Jimmy keeps getting 2 touchdowns and that 220 plus mark, doesn't turn it over,
You
know,
if
they get 2 touchdowns a game. That's 32 touchdowns. You do
know,
and that's why I like
2017
Jeff Garcia too.
Yeah, but in 2017, Jimmy was in that stat. He was in the top 5 just in those 5 games. Why?
In what?
Completed percentages.
Sure.
God, I'd have to go back and get those. I was reading over that.
Yeah.
Jimmy was
But
like
in
hitting
terms of
4
the
and
big
5
numbers,
guys.
though.
No, they were.
Yeah.
He was hitting 4 and 5 guys.
But
He
in
was
terms of
incorporating the time field.
He's just never going to lead the league in yards or touchdowns, though, right?
I don't know about it. We got to see how Shanahan uses them this year, though. It may not be as
Yeah.
we're going to be run because that's what Shanahan's offense is all about. But if his
Yeah.
receivers are on point this year, and they are, these are the best receivers. This is going to be the best receiving group he's ever had since he's been with the 49ers. So we're going to see how that pans out.
And I definitely think Trey wants Jimmy to play this year. Because Jimmy is really good, man. I mean,
They seem
Jimmy's
to
going to
be-
go out there. And
they seem to
his
be good
release,
buddies,
he's
don't
going
they?
to look sharp out there. He's going to look really good. He's going to be great. But they just all got to stay healthy. So
Yeah, and that's always been the case.
we'll see how it goes.
So, and as I said, and these guys have all got a lot of time in Kyle's offense. A lot of people don't understand that is huge. If you're just learning Kyle's offense, you're going to be okay. If you know that offense like Matt Ryan did, that's how you become an MVP. See, so this is what I'm saying: consistency, reps, and quality receivers.
No, Jimmy's probably got a bunch of stuff that he's been waiting to apply too. So he's probably been licking his chops.
He gets underestimated, underrated. That ends this year. I'm positive. Anyway, hey, Casey, see you.
I mean, I hope he does. I hope he does lead the league in yards and touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? But it just
I
seems
don't
like,
know about
the way
because
the way the Niners are set up. So
yeah, Kyle's offense is going to allow the ball's. Kyle's still going to run Kyle's offense, which incorporates every guy on the field and offensively.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, if people like Ayuk and stuff start doing like 100+ yards, he might. That's for sure. He definitely could.
That's what I'm talking about.
With George, they got George and Ayuk and Debo and shoot, they get Jalen out there.
That's
I mean,
exactly
Jimmy could. I mean, you got me convinced, Rumbo.
I'm trying to tell you, people are overlooking a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's Jimmy Garoppolo. He sucks. He can't do this. He can't do that. Hey, I want those people to keep, like Richard Sherman
that
says.
defense, man, what did we say when they got Bosa? We said their defense is gonna get a lot more turnovers.
You got that
And they got Bosa, and they went to the freaking Super Bowl. So now they got Bosa and Jimmy back, man.
right. Casey, we got to go. Hey, I'll be looking for you Sunday. All right. Good stuff,
Sounds
man.
good, Rumbo. Take it easy, bud.
You too. All right. Hey, Tommy! I got to work on it all the time. I just keep going up.
Yo,
Tommy, come on in, man.
man, this clown just won't go away.
Oh, your buddy Don.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking idiot.
Every year we get one guy at the beginning of the season that predetermines that he's going to beat our guys up. I don't know where these guys come from. Don Burke could be the same guy that was here in 2019. Remember the guy that said the Tampa Bay Bucks were going to start off by creaming us? And of course, we went in and handed the Bucks their butt.
Man, how many pick six did we have on Jameis Winston? At least 2.
But anyway, Tommy, I don't know if you want to allude toward what happened today in practice, but the defense is, and, it's hard to talk about it when you're being serious because they didn't have any pads on, but the defense is just playing,
Yep.
partying on the offense today again.
Mm-hmm. Ebby Comb's going to be a freaking monster, man. We don't even need D Ford.
That was the good news.
I've been calling it all off season. I'm saying he's going to be the breakout player, the sack leader, everything.
Ooh.
He's going to be relentless.
I'll get on that one. Wouldn't it be great if Sosa, Big Samson, was the leader in sacks? God, I'd be juiced. Who knew? And Nick got 15, and Bochum got 16. Whoa! Meanwhile, D Ford got 9 sacks. Okay, but that's okay. That's 30 sacks between the 3 guys. So we can stand with that. Eric Armstead added 8. We're good. Ooh. Tommy, these numbers are outrageous, but they may be possible.
All those numbers you just yelled are going to come out in week 1 against Jared Goof.
Everybody's going to get a 2 and 3 sack start on the season. They got a pretty good offensive line, though, Tommy, from what I understand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anybody like, there's nobody on that line that's like Trent Williams. The guy's a dog, as Sampson said today.
I know, right? That was
He's
funny.
a dog.
He paused to
And
say that.
Sewell's and Sewell's a rookie. So, yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah, Sewell is not going to stop Nick. He's certainly not going to stop Ford.
Sonnenberg, shut up, dude. You look like fucking Santa Claus, dude. Fuck you.
Tommy,
You look
easy.
like Santa Claus.
Easy.
I'm sorry.
Get him on the chat. Hey, did somebody say Don Burr's been threatening to call in? Don, call in.
But he said he called in before and he was on hold too long. It's like, okay.
Well, I mean, if he really had something to say, he could have just held on. Just lay your phone down and listen. There's no work involved there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and
Phil's call was good tonight.
Yeah, Phil's always sharp, razor sharp, always. So
I mean, yeah, you know what? The same thing. What was I talking to Grant about that one? Oh, he brought something up, and I just totally forgot.
was it pertaining to? Well, Phil said he was talking about the injuries. Kyle said that the 49ers were putting him on giving him maintenance days, and Grant.
Yeah, I heard that.
Pushed it to okay. Wasn't that matter? Okay.
No, but that is stupid. Where the hell is he? Because I like Grant. I mean,
For what he does that on purpose. That's an art form.
Yeah.
To constantly say things like that, knowing you're going to get a kickback and not a push, a kick when you say things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it'll come to me. It will probably come to me when I hang up.
Anyway. All our defensive men are looking good right now, though. Due to the fact that they're not wearing pads, we'll get a better look at what's going on Monday when they put on the pads. And if they're still pushing past our offensive line, then of course we could be concerned. Not too much, though. It's still learning, and they got to work together. You got to get used to Alex Mack. And I think that's why Brunskill's going to start this year because you don't want to change too many things because these guys, an offensive line is good. They're like in-sync swimmers. They work together and they know each other's movements, and that's when they're most effective. So,
absolutely.
I just don't want.
And I thought Banks would take over, but I don't think so because Brunskill is solid at right guard, as we saw against the Rams.
Yeah, he's got
bullying Aaron Donald.
Yeah, people have to learn. Rookies don't just leave the campus, step on the professional gridiron, and just continue in the same way. They gotta make some adjustments. They gotta learn some things. They gotta get used to the new speed because now you're playing against the best football players in football. So you didn't see that when you were in school. So you got to make an adjustment. You can't just expect them to come in and just segue smoothly into the NFL. A lot of people think so though. It's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Happens now and then, but rare. So that's why
I hope Alex Mack gets a little better because we need him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mack could be fun.
But he's also playing against the best D line, so you can't give him too much crap.
But he's really smart though. Max says, "Dude, I've been playing this game. I'm 30. I don't need to be busting ass in a no pad practice. If these guys want to run by me and start running victory laps, I don't care. I'm gonna keep myself in one piece between now and the season start. And I think that's what Max. He's a smart guy.
Yeah. And I was seeing, and everyone wants to rush. Rush Lance in there. I mean. Well, there's no point to rush him. Like Phil said, he has no trade value. He's like worth a bag of chips right now. Let him start until he fails. Yeah. But I love Lance's arm. I mean, he's got a freaking cannon.
Yeah. And like I said, Lance's extreme love, not just plain love, extreme love, comes from the extreme dislike for JG. So you know what? If Jimmy's in there winning, I think people will calm down, let the process work, let Lance come in. Because if he comes in and destroys his confidence, then we got a problem. So we got to keep him right where he is.
What do you think about that quarterback from the Dolphins?
Oh.
He's going to cost way too much.
Yeah, and he got in too early last year and he struggled. You know what's really fun? Zach Wilson over New York. Did Zach Wilson sign? Did anybody hear about Zach Wilson signing?
Yeah, he signed.
Oh, he did sign. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Carson Wentz is now officially the most tenderest quarterback in football, taking that away from Jimmy. Poor Carson.
Oh, I know.
I hope he gets better.
I know.
We got to.
I don't think so.
We got to stop talking.
Okay. I think
give me.
He'll be back.
Yeah, if it's not serious, he may have a procedure. He's trying to avoid that, but we'll see. Hope he does. Get better. Anyway. Tommy,
Then we're definitely going to win without him.
I don't know who they're going to get, though. Tommy, I'll see you Sunday. You're my best to Anna Marie.
All right.
All right, fam.
Will do. Later.
All right, Tommy. And TNT Denise and her faithful sidekick Daisy. Come on in, Denise.
Can you smell what the Niners are cooking?
Denise, I bet you must have been a lot of fun in college and everything else and those parties where we always had those girls that everybody couldn't wait till they got there. And for a lot of good reasons, because they were the party, Denise, come on in here.
You know what, Rumbo?
Yeah.
I can honestly say that that's kind of true. I actually am a lot of fun.
I can see, you speak your mind. There's no prissing around. Denise says, whatever, I'll be me. My mom tried to teach me this. My mom tried to teach me that, but I still had to be me, okay? So leave me alone. If I've got something to say, I'll say it. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? When we used to hang out and my girlfriends would, we'd all be hanging out and I have this one girlfriend, super quick story. She just had a resting bitch face. That's what I'll call it.
I've known those.
She didn't mean anything by it. She really didn't. She's super, super petite, didn't mean nothing by it, but she just had that look. Yeah. And it was so funny because people would come up and they'd be like, hey, right. you whatever, blankety blank, are you looking at me? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no. And she was she was petrified. She'd look at me like, oh my God, please tell me you're going to step in. I'm about to get my ass kicked.
But if anybody does that, you know better. Yeah, that's just a misjudgment on their part.
I'm just like, Yeah, and I would say, hey, man, she wasn't looking at you. Just calm down, whatever. And then they'd start with me, and I'd always look at them and be like, hey, man, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, she won't fight you. Me, I will. I'm like, so.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it.
But anyways, whatever.
Big shout out to Cynthia out in Baltimore. She's got the same attitude. In fact, Cynthia almost did get into altercation at the Super Bowl when we had 2013 against the Baltimore Ravens. Cynthia had to be, from what she told me, she had to be contained going after a Raven fan.
Go Sin. Go Sin. Go Sin with your bad self.
Oh, my God. You know, I love it. Woo. But you know what? Let's get into it now today. You know, this kind of conversation got a little weird because now we can't say anything about the defense blowing up the offense because now that everybody realizes they did that today, they went buck wild, but there's no pads out there. And I got a feeling everybody knows, man, ain't no point in busting ass out here with no pads. So the offense says, okay, yeah, go ahead. They got my quarterback's got a vest on. You can't hit him anyway. So,
And shout out to Dr. Phil. He hit it out of the park tonight like he always does. But I agree with him 200%. I'm a big Trey Lance fan, too. When we were drafting, it's well documented. My first choice was Justin Fields. We didn't get him. My second choice was Trey Lance. I was pretty much even, to be honest, between the two. Those are the two I wanted. But let Jimmy play. Let him. I hope he balls out because Phil is 100% correct. If he balls out, it's only better for us. It's better for us as a team. It's better for us for our draft picks.
So many levels. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We win.
It's like
no, it's a win-win situation.
Exactly. Absolutely, win-win.
And the haters will be fine.
Hopefully he helps us win.
Yeah. The haters will be fine. The haters will be complaining the whole way from the beginning. Well, we won that game, but we could have won it better with Trey. Okay, we're 12-0. Yeah, but with Trey, we could have been 12. They gave us extra points for Trey's efforts. We still like Jimmy, man. We want Trey out there. That's all there is to it. Okay, we're still going to win.
But you know what, Rombo? In all honesty, I believe that Shanahan is going to put Trey out there. I believe that he's going to, Jimmy's going to start. He already said he's QB1, not unless something drastic happens. And Trey, I think, is going to be sprinkled in throughout the season, even if he's not the starter.
That would make sense. In fact, it'd be a good idea. He's got to get used to NFL speed. He cannot be shocked by next year.
Exactly.
Just don't come in looking like CJ and Nick, though. Come out there, show us something,
Okay, and real quick, I have a question. Is anyone else nervous? I am super nervous about the whole COVID thing. And the reason I'm nervous is because people do realize, right, that if we have an outbreak from an unvaccinated player, we have to forfeit. Is that how I understand it, or am I wrong?
I've not read that part.
I'm okay if I'm wrong.
I thought if we don't have enough
Am I
players
wrong?
to field. I don't know. If we can't chat. I don't know if we can't field enough players. I don't know how it works. Oh, we cannot.
I mean, if I'm wrong,
Rombo, I don't want to interrupt, but I got the answer. Yeah, you do. You have to forfeit.
If you have one
If he's unvaccinated, that's why D-Hop was having that issue. So if you're unvaccinated and if it's a breakout, we have to forfeit if we can't reschedule the game within the 18 weeks.
Whoa. And so that means if it
thank
happens
you,
more
Emilio.
if that happens more than once, then we're dead meat.
That's okay. So thank you, Emilio. You're awesome. So that's
Thanks,
what I
Emilio.
was worried about because
I'm
to
trying to mute
me,
myself again.
That's okay.
to me, that means that aren't your teammates going to be a little pissed off if we have to forfeit a game and that knocks us out of the playoffs?
Denise.
No one else is thinking that? That's what I'm thinking about.
even if they don't say anything to the teammate, I guarantee they're gonna be pissed off, man. We worked too hard to come in here and not even get a chance to. Okay, they're gonna work this out, Denise. It's gonna be okay. Oh my God, that's a scary thought. I didn't know that legislation was handed down. I thought if
Well,
you
that's
arrest-
what I thought, but to be honest with you, I wasn't sure. That's why I brought it up, because I was like, am I misunderstanding this guidance? I'm like,
God.
maybe I'm just not getting it, which I'm hoping is more the case, because
I wish
Yeah.
it was myself. Okay. Well, Denise, we got to go. Well, on that nasty note, we're going to see you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's true,
I didn't mean to end it on a negative note.
I know. It's the truth, and you can't hide from the truth. I was probably going to avoid it all season long if we wouldn't have brought this up today. All right, we'll be fine.
Sorry, Rob. I'm sorry.
We're going to be fine. We're going to make it, Denise. It's going to be okay. All right. I'll talk to you Sunday.
Shout out to you, Rombo. Shout
Thanks,
out to
Denise.
production. Shout out to TNT. Thank you, Emilio, for your help. Everybody have a fantastic weekend.
You too. Bye, Denise. Bye, Daisy.
Bye-bye.
Oh God, it's gonna be funny. The first team we hear about, and the Los Angeles Rams are going to have to forfeit this weekend, per Roger Goodell, as the league mandated early in the season, should anyone contract COVID-19, any unvaccinated player, so the Rams are going to take the L. What? No. You know what? No matter what team I hear about that happening to, they're going to get that sinking feeling in my chest. Oh, that could have been us. They're just serious about this? You know what, though? Okay. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Trey, he is one of the founding members of TNT. Trey! That's so good to see you. Yes! Oh, man. I can't stop thinking about it now. Oh my God.
Finally. And I do mean finally.
Two members of TNT back
Brother
to back.
Rombo,
Oh,
how we doing?
I was.
Shout out to you.
I was fine until Denise brought that.
Shout out to production.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to Denise.
I know she
And the rest of the TNT family. It's been a while, my brother. It's been a while
Yes,
we've
yes.
been together.
did.
It's the right time.
Hello?
We got some football to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Wait,
been
hey, Trey.
entirely.
Trey, did you hear that
Yes.
voice? Production's
what?
pointing. Did you hear that voice? Production's saying that mic.
Yeah, that's Don Burr. That's Don Burr.
Trey, you want to handle this? Go ahead. Go ahead, Don. Trey,
All right.
Trey wants to
Don,
talk
what
to
you
you.
got? Don, what
Yeah,
you
this
got,
Don Burr. What you mean what I got? I got us beating you week one.
Well, who are you, Don? Who are you?
What
You
you
know
mean
around here?
who am I? I'm the
Who are you,
Detroit Lions guru.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
y'all got
the
one of
Detroit
them?
Lions guru.
Y'all got a guru?
Week one, we tapping that ass.
Don, we are coming to Detroit. We are coming
You
to
coming
Detroit.
to Detroit to lose.
Don,
We're coming to Detroit.
Don, your last name is Burr for no reason. You are not cold, my man. You're neither
I got
are the
you.
Lions. Y'all
We're
shit.
talking
you
about
heard?
the Lions,
We
man. They
glad
are
that y'all got a
rebuilding.
few draft picks this year.
You
That's the only loss.
talking, see, this is the mistake
Hey,
y'all
hold
making.
on,
This
hold
is the mistake you're making.
49
This is the mistake you're making.
zip.
Let's hear
Don,
it.
You're
Lions.
making the mistake.
Ellis,
You're
wait,
making
Ellis,
a
hold on.
mistake.
Let him get it out. Go ahead, Don.
You're making a mistake of talking to this old Lions rhetoric. All this,
Uh-huh.
you're the Lions, you're this, that's old, that's back then. That's stuff
You guys
you're
are the
talking about.
kittens, man. You're the
put
kittens.
Put
You're
it
not
to me
even
like
the
this.
Lions. You guys haven't done anything. What have y'all done,
Here's the
Don?
thing. Here's
Stop
the
it,
thing
Don.
right here.
Stop it.
My offensive line is going to dominate you guys.
Don, you're
I got
embarrassing
a
yourself.
top-
You're starting a rookie
How
at
am I
left
bad?
tackle.
Okay,
You're
so let me
embarrassing
ask you
yourself,
a question. Let me
Don.
ask
You
you a
think a
question.
rookie's going to stop Nick Bosa?
Let me,
You think a
hold on.
rookie's
Let me
going to
ask
stop
you
Nick
this.
Bosa?
Hold on. Quick
Come on
question:
now.
Is
You're better than
Taylor Decker? Is Taylor Decker a top 10 left
Uh-huh.
tackle?
Taylor Decker?
Yes, Taylor Decker.
Yeah, no.
No, he's
decent.
top
I'll give you
10.
that.
He's top 10.
I'll give you that. We
It's
got the
Frank
number one
Ragnar-
left
it's
tackle.
Frank-
We got
it's
the number
Frank
one left
Ragnar.
tackle. Who?
No, you don't. He's old.
Yeah, we do.
Is Frank
Yeah, we do.
Ragnar the number one center in the league?
Wait,
Frank
Don,
Ragnow.
Don,
Let me
time.
give you some.
Don.
Let me give you some business.
Debatable. Hold
Wait,
on.
Don,
It's
time.
debatable. Hold on, Rombo.
Did you say he's
Let him have it,
old?
Rombo. Let him have it.
Trent Taylor? I mean, Trent Williams? You
Trent
said he's
Williams
old?
is over
old.
30.
He's showing
He's
his lack
football
of
old.
football
Football
acumen,
old.
bro. No, he's
He's
not. He's in a
football
prime.
old.
He's in a
He's
prime.
football old.
Stop
Taylor
that.
Decker is 26 years old.
Okay. Okay.
Is Frank Ragnow the best center in the league?
Debatable.
Okay, so I'm running.
So you've
it down.
got 2 out of 5. You having rookies starting at right tackle. You having rookies starting at right tackle.
Who's
going to have a better record this year, Don?
Hold on.
Who's going to have a better record, Don? That's what the hell we want to know.
Wait,
That's
guys.
the million-dollar
I'm
question.
setting the tone.
One at a time.
I'm setting the
One at a
tone
time.
for you guys. You see how?
Hey,
You see how I'm setting you guys down? Everything that I'm saying.
Just
Yeah,
because
because
you talk more
I just
doesn't mean
asked
that
you.
you're
I
right,
just
Don.
asked you.
It doesn't mean
Is
that you're right.
Penn okay?
You've
let
given me
ask you,
2
is
positions of guys that are okay.
You won't
They're
let
okay.
me talk. You won't let
What do
me
you mean?
talk.
That's all you've done.
It's
is
Penn
talk.
Sewell.
Because
It's
you're
Penn
in the wrong
Sewell.
chat, dummy.
No,
Go to
because
the
I'm
Detroit
dogging the
Lions
chat.
chat.
I'm taking
Nobody
over
wants
the
to hear
chat.
about your linemen.
I'm taking over the
This
chat.
Niners chat right here, man. You
This
forgot where you was
Niners
at.
chat just got took
Don,
over.
Wipe your feet,
Don,
boy.
here's the truth. Don, here's the truth of the matter. All right, you guys haven't done anything in 50 years. Stop that. You haven't won a Super Bowl. You haven't been to a Super Bowl. Your best players don't even want to play for the Lions. Not Calvin Johnson, not Barry Sanders. They want to retire in their prime. Please don't come on this channel talking trash. Please stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. You're talking about your offensive line. You have no receivers. Your defense is garbage. The next time you come on this channel, you're going to show a little bit more respect, Don. Just a little bit.
Don, production is signaling to me saying he's already made his exit. But that was interesting.
He didn't have much. I mean, it's admirable. He wants to come onto the show. He wants to, put his dukes up and think about it. This is the highlight. This is his Super Bowl. They're not going to the playoffs. They're not going to smell a Super Bowl. This is the biggest game they're going to play. We're not even in their division. So, of course, he's got 9 months to think about it. Rombo, we'll talk about what we talk about next time. I appreciate Don calling in. He's a huge fan. He's
I
the
knew you'd
biggest
enjoy
fan
that. I
of
love
Rombo.
this timing.
He's a
I
huge
said, oh,
fan.
my God, he came at the
Don,
wrong time.
Rombo's going to send you some autographed gear when we autograph that ass week 1. And that's it.
All right, Trey. Good stuff. You represented. I'm telling you, it was cold.
That's what we do.
We shall see you as soon as possible. Sunday, I hope. All right. J.S. Trey from VA. Ho. All right, fam. Well, we heard from Don Bird, live in living color. I wish he would have zoomed in. Don, if you're going to join us all the time, we might as well get to know you. Rudy does. Let us go now to Papa Dragon. Nah.
What's up, Rombo?
Bob,
Man, man.
I went through so
What the
many
heck was
emotions
that
in the
I
last-
just heard?
Oh, I was Don Burr. And came in there, and it was amazing because off the tail end of Denise telling me if anybody unvaccinated gets, we got a forfeit, and then Don Burr rides in, and Denise took me down and put me in a hole because I was a little concerned, and then Don Burr made me laugh, him and Trey, but that was hilarious.
Oh, oh no, you know what? Denise is right to be concerned. But let me touch base on this Detroit Lions game. Now, I was born and raised in Detroit, and I remember my last day as a Detroit Lions fan. We used to have a coach named Wayne Fonts, and Wayne Fonts got pulled over by the police and got caught with cocaine in his car. And do you know what Wayne Fonts said to the police?
I need this to be.
It was my son's.
Wow!
This is my
You threw his
son's
child
cocaine.
under the bus? Wow!
Under the bus, Rombo. And Detroit still didn't fire him. That was my last day as a Detroit Lions fan.
I don't blame you. The man's got to have some kind of integrity about these things.
I was done. In fact, I had the opportunity. I had a luxury suite next to Barry Sanders on his first day when he came back. Because when he retired, there was opportunity to trade him to Miami to go play with Jimmy Johnson, and they basically stuck their nose up at it and didn't let him go. So he retired. And Barry wasn't about the money; he was about winning. So when I got a chance to go over and talk with him and his wife during the game that he was back, very, very telling, and how cool and how calm and collected he was about it. Like he was about winning. He wasn't about football. He wasn't about the Lions. He had just got sick of the losing. He couldn't take losing no more. He couldn't take being less than a winner no more.
Wait, Pop. Hey, Don, give us a comment and your feeling about the man who threw his own kid under the bus while the police had him under pressure. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I want to hear it.
Don's not going to say anything. That's embarrassing. If we had
No,
anybody
it
do anything
isn't.
like that, it's terrible.
The organization is an embarrassment. Detroit doesn't deserve a football team. As far as I'm concerned, they should take the football team away. All right, now I'm off of Detroit. So, Rambo, I need your boy to pick it up. I need your boy to pick it up.
Who?
I need Jimmy G to pick it up, man.
Well, yeah.
He needs to pick it up.
He better. He knows.
Everybody talking right now because everybody's giving him this vote of confidence. You know, a vote of confidence in camp in day 3 camp with no pads on. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not happy right now. Jimmy G needs to pick it up. I want Jimmy G to be the best Jimmy G money out there. Period. I want him better than 2017. I want him to be the best. I really do. And the reason why I want him to be the best, okay, is because I like winning, Rambo. I like winning. I like that goal.
He usually does.
I like that goal. I understand he usually wins, right, when he's healthy. But I want Jimmy G to be dope. I do. Truly. I want him to be dope because if he keeps performing the way he's performing, or if Trey Lance is close, they need to go with the young fella. Period. Period.
Yeah.
But I want him to be dope. I want him to be so dope that I want teams all over the league. I want Broncos ringing our phone. I want the Colts ringing our phone. I want the Eagles ringing our phone. I want Washington ringing our phone. Talk about, hey, we would like to talk about the dope, super healthy Jimmy G money. What do you guys want for him? That's what I want. That I want that. I want that overall vibe out there in the world, because then I know that we truly have a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, and more importantly, if our young quarterback who cost us all these draft picks can take his job, then I know he's even doper than the dopest we got. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I've not heard it put that way. Dopest. I got to write that one. I got to use that one too. Dopest.
I'm just saying.
Dopest the dope. I think I have heard that before.
I'm just saying. That's just what I want. I mean, who am I? I mean, I don't matter that.
You're Papa Dragon. Cool.
That's right. And as far as all this other stuff going on, everybody don't get too excited. This is t-shirts. Offensive linemen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They don't come out of their mom's womb talking about, I want to be offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, 90% of offensive linemen, they fall in multiple categories, but usually it's the biggest, fattest kid. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the guy that can catch but can't run.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the coach's son.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
It's the guy
part.
with it's the fastest guy with the big legs. He's got these huge big legs. He's the fastest guy on the team, but he's got the biggest legs. So put him under center. That was my first position, of center. So by default, the mentality of offensive linemen is to protect. That's their default, because they're not really the guys saying, hey, I want to kill somebody this morning.
You know,
they're not LT.
That's such
They're
a
not
good
like
point.
that.
Yeah. I
It's
remember
a
that
great
all the way back
point.
in
It's the
elementary school.
mentality.
That was the kid that didn't have any real skills, but he was good at protecting. Exactly.
Exactly. So you don't get into that mode. If you see Aaron Banks dancing for the crowd, all happy.
Yeah.
He looked good though. He looked good. Like he looked tight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look flabby. He looked good. He was just busting the move out there. You know what? He's happy. But see, they are different men when they put the pads on. They put them big old face mask on, start smacking people. Oh, they different men.
Unless it's Jimmy,
They're
it's
different.
Richie, unless it's Richie Incognito, who's a mental case. But I'd like to have him on my team. Just
Richie,
stay away from him.
Kevin
otherwise.
Gogan. Yeah.
You know,
Richie, Kevin Gogan.
Yeah, sickies.
Yeah.
Love it.
Exactly.
Pop, we're gonna run out of time. But listen,
Already?
Sunday we're
Yeah.
back the day before we get them pads on. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen between now and then. So, all right, man.
I tell you what, man, COVID's blowing up over here right now.
I see. This is what I'm. Oh,
It's blowing up.
we don't.
We just got emails from the school system at 10:30 at night. So
It's gonna be okay.
it's
gonna
blowing
get under
up.
control. It's gonna get under control. We're gonna have a regular year. Football stadium's gonna be full. Everything's gonna be right. Yeah.
I hope Joey Bolson better make a decision.
No, Nick hasn't either. Yeah, okay. We can't forfeit no game. This ain't got nothing to do with
No.
politics or anything
Yeah.
else. We're talking football.
It don't.
Ain't forfeiting no games, man. No. Oh, okay, we'll see.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Shout out to
All right,
production, Rombo, TNT
Thanks, man.
family, Denise,
All right.
Big Phil, and of course the great brother Rombo.
And don't
Shout
forget
out.
Don Burr.
Oh, Don Burr. Shout out to Don Burr and his big pile of cocaine that belongs to his son.
All right, man. I'll see you Sunday. It always cancels out. It's like
All day, baby.
you remind me of the guy at 300. This is Sparta, and he got kicked, and you could hear him screaming all the way down the hole. Night, Pop. We gotta go. It's late. Night, fam. Night. Oh God. Anyway, all right. Hey, Daniel Serrano. Oh wait, Don. Oh, Daniel's up here. This one here? Down here? Green. Oh, yeah. I can't get a blow up on that. It says, Daniel says, we're having another baby girl on Monday, and this time I'm naming her Rod Molina. I tried last time, but she woke up from the meds and stopped me. Don't do that to the child because, people think she's going to be loud and obnoxious and a little bit strange. Daniel, congratulations. You really know it's going to be Monday. That's awesome. Daniel, hey, let us know so we can get involved and make all kind of noise and say congratulations to little Robertina. Daniel just brought her into the world along with the mama. Daniel also says, number calling from a Detroit payphone. It also says Detroit takeover period. Don Burr is unusual. Don Burr is, I can tell the sincerity and seriousness in his voice. He really feels that he's going to beat us up. Man, I gotta love it. And Barabbas, I need to ask you to chill out, man. You know what? Don't get into any name calling or anything like that. I understand you've got an agenda going on. That's fine. I could give a rat's butt. But be careful. Be cool. Don't get stupid. Okay? Hey, Robert!
What's going on?
Rombo. Robert, man, we're sitting here, and it's always fun and exciting. You know how we always carry a population of trolls, and Don Burr stands out. It used to be Rudy, but Don Burr's taken over as the man with the voice.
Hey, that guy. Hey, Don, serious. That man is serious. Hey, y'all only expected to win 1 or 2 games, so hey. Even if you was to look up and beat us, you wouldn't win another game.
And
the rest of the season, and we don't see that.
And I'm trying.
I don't understand.
His offensive line. But Robert, his offensive line, I have to give him a little credit. It isn't bad. Okay, so You know, I don't know what they have after that though.
Okay. You have an offensive line, but don't have any weapons.
and they
Okay.
and Jared Goff needs weapons.
Yeah,
He's
there
really
you
bad.
go. Oh my
Yeah.
God. He's gonna miss week 1. He's
You
gonna
think so?
yeah, Jared Goff's gonna have to babysit his grandmother.
Oh, that's
Week
right.
1.
He doesn't even bother with the 49ers. He's sick of us. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he won't be there week 1. He has things to do. He has to walk the dog.
The reason I'm out here in this cold climate is because of the 49ers, partially.
Yeah. Nah, that's not good. I don't but hey, it's good. He got some confidence. And,
Lots of it.
I wonder what he's gonna do after he loses us week 1. Is he
Hey,
spending like
good question.
does he spend as much time on somebody else? Like
Yeah, Don.
Channel.
Because, hey, Don, that's right. Don, don't come in here if some miracle should take place and you win the game. You got to come in, even if you lose, and you need to say things like, I was wrong. Y'all got me. So good luck, Niners. Don, I'm telling you, if you got any class, you know that's what you got to do, man. And if you come in here when you win, I know you will, we will acknowledge you. Robert, does that mean?
you want but that ain't gonna happen. We ain't worried
It
about
ain't,
that.
but it is fair.
Let's talk about the 49ers.
Yes.
Something that matters. So
Robert.
So what you think about the Carson Wentz thing?
Yeah, I felt bad. Freaked me out when I first read it because anytime these things start happening all around us, I keep wondering when the walls are going to come tumbling down on us of badness, you know? Wentz just got there. He ain't even played. Why did he come to practices and he coming up with an ankle injury? Oh, man, that's scary. And now they're saying they're not taking procedure or some kind of surgical repair off the table. I said, what? Oh, my God. So, you know, I'm sympathetic.
Yeah. And I heard somebody that was like down on Jimmy, but was telling everybody else like, oh, nobody got on pads. Like Jimmy's on the team too. It's the same. Like you shouldn't get too high or low on nobody right now.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
Included, you know. We know Jimmy's not the best practice player and things of that nature. Jimmy will come alive when it's time to kick on the pads, and you know that's what I'm waiting to see.
Because
then we can see what our offense line really made of. You know, right now the defense is doing what they want to do.
You know, Robert, you bring up a good point too, because now even with pads on, the pressure, the quarterback's not under any no pressure. Everybody knows don't touch the quarterback. That's
right.
Yeah, this goes on and on actually, all
It's
the way into the
not
season.
gonna change. Yeah, it's not gonna change. We won't know until he reacts to another team. You know, he get up off the ground. He got to break out. You know, he got to climb the pocket, or he got to get out the backside of the pocket. That'll be when we find out.
That's when you know. This is why it's going to be good, that preseason game. I want to see how Trey, and as Kyle says, he is pretty much looking at the field. He's not thinking he wants to run. So we haven't seen that yet. So that's good because Trey's got to learn that offense
I mean, you know, we
thoroughly.
still got to dress rehearse our 4th preseason game.
Oh, I wonder. We talked about that yesterday. I wonder if they're going to have that. They only have a couple of weeks to look at everybody to make decisions.
We have a dress rehearsal our 4th week.
We do.
We got. Yeah,
So just one
yeah.
game, one preseason game, and then the dress rehearsal right away.
No.
We got 3 preseason games or 1?
No. We got 3 preseason games, but we got a dress rehearsal.
Okay.
Which is Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. The Detroit Lions. Unfortunately, we'll have to cut people before that game.
I don't know if Josh Rosen will get a couple passes that game.
Because according to Grant Cohn, Sudfeld's done. I mean, he is just done. So, yeah.
I've been, yeah, yeah, it's looking kind of bad for him because they ain't getting too many opportunities, and
He's already
Josh
leaning toward
Rosen looks
Rosen.
like,
Yeah.
he's actually made some significant passes.
And Rosen deserves that. I'm kind of glad it is him. I was worried about him because they paid Sudfeld so much money, but Rosen deserves that shot.
But I told you that, though. I told you that. We talked about this. I told you Josh Rosen is going to be the key to us moving on from Jim.
Yeah, Grant Cohn said that too. Grant hit me up on Twitter one time. Do you think Josh Rosen's good enough to start? On what team, Grant?
Not on this.
And so we went back.
I ain't saying that.
Josh Rosen, he hasn't had the right atmosphere. We don't know how good he is. Robert, it's a good point. We're going to see. We're going to see him in preseason too. So.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And before looking like he getting back to himself. Hopefully we get.
Phil said he was out there. Phil says he's out there moving around and cutting and everything else. Yeah.
Well, that's he's moving good.
Oh. Yeah. Robert, we're going to go.
And I ain't so worried about. I ain't worried about both seasons. Both. Right. He deserves a rest day. He just came off of ACL. And it's not.
He'll be ready. I know he'll be ready.
Yeah.
All right, Robert. I'm gonna see you Sunday and the day before pads and see what else develops between now and then. All right.
All right. And don't get the pennies in the bunch like this, man. Come in here all the time.
He sound mad, didn't he?
Bert, yeah. What you got to say now? Like, we still over the phone. You was not standing face to face. Calm down.
All right, Robert. I'll see you Sunday. Yeah, boy. Don Berg came in, all kind of attitude. Didn't know who he was. He actually got kind of scared there for a minute. Hey, Drew, come on in, Drew.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly, Drew. Hey,
I thought my phone was still muted. Sorry.
No, you're coming in.
Yeah. I want to talk about 3 different topics.
Yeah, I was going to say, I probably don't need to ask you anything. Go ahead, take it away.
Yeah. No, the whole defense and all that and everything is just training camp stuff. Defense is always ahead of the offense, all that. So anyway, I want to talk about quarterbacks because I want to expound on some things. The COVID thing, I'll touch on that just real quick.
God.
And you know what? I forgot what the third thing is, but I'll remember. Or maybe I probably won't even have enough time anyway. So anyway, the COVID thing, a couple people talk about it. It's not going to be an issue at all. There's only 5 players that have not got the vaccine.
Is that right? You've only got 5 guys?
Protocol is 2 negative tests within the week. So some players, even if they're asymptomatic, can test positive the day after a game. But if they have 2 negative tests in a row, they can play the following week. So the vaccinated players are fine. 5 players are not going to destroy the team because we have a practice squad of, I believe, 15 players. So the whole forfeiting thing, all that worry, everything that the NFL is trying to scare teams with is hogwash. Not going to happen. And they can reschedule and bye weeks and things like that. So it's kind of like a last ditch effort. And it's just not going to be an issue at all. There's no reason for worry there. So I think people need to take a big inhale, exhale. Things are going to be fine.
That was scary. Drew, I like that. I mean, if you're telling me the truth, that is wonderful news. Because what is the NFL? The NFL's losing money too.
2 negative tests.
Yeah.
And then exactly. Another thing is the NFL and the teams don't want to lose money.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have 5 players. We know 2 of them. We know Bosa and Brett don't have it, and 3 other players. Who knows? Maybe a couple of them might get cut. So it's not the end of the world.
In fact, they might for sure get cut if they're not that good. Oh my God, that's true.
Only 5 players out of 90. So whatever, dude. It's not a thing. Yeah. So, and then the quarterback thing, I kind of want to go back in history a little bit because I think this is important for our fan base to like just kind of revisit a little bit, right? Like, you know, like it goes back to DeBerg in Montana, maybe even further than that. It might be Plunkett, and I think Plunkett had somebody he was battling with, and then he went to the Raiders. So it goes back a while before my time. You know, I'm a late '70s baby, but you know, I think that we've had this problem for decades. I mean, there's a lot of new Niners fans and stuff, and they didn't get to see it. But like Montana, like it goes back to Montana and Young. I think that was the first huge rival. And remember how split the fan base was back there? Back then, I know you do, Rombo.
Yeah,
it was like it was Montana or Young. It wasn't like Montana and Young.
Yeah.
And I think our mentality needs to be that. It's like, you know, if we're the same thing as a running back, right? Like if Mostert goes down, we knew we had Jeff Wilson. We knew we had all these guys to fill in. And it's like, I think we have to the quarterback position is the highest position. And I think that Niners fans have to change the perception. You know, it's the same thing with Smith and Kaepernick. And now we're going through the same thing with Jimmy and Alex. And it doesn't have to be an or thing. It can be an and thing. It doesn't have to be that. And I don't understand why our fan base is so hung up on either or. It doesn't have. I loved the Trey Lance pick, but I still love Jimmy G because I saw what he did in 2019.
Sure.
And I know he's capable. He was one throw away. He set throw. We're not even talking about this right now. So he was one mistake away from winning a Super Bowl, and it doesn't have to be all that.
It's just bitter fights that people are going through. It's crazy.
We're a fan base. Like we should be united and be like, this is our team, top to bottom. These 53 players we're supporting with, we're riding with. We might acknowledge that a couple of them suck here and there, but like Jimmy G doesn't suck. The people that say Jimmy G sucks just want Trey Lance in. They don't really deep down believe that he sucks because they've seen him not suck at times. They've seen him beat Drew Brees in the Superdome. They've seen him do things, so it's not real. Like you're fooling yourself if you say Jimmy G sucks like that. That caller last night, Mike, whatever, that was like, I got 300,000 people in my group. I don't know who that guy is, but like, and I'm not trying to knock your listeners or whatever, but like, that's irrelevant. He said Jimmy G sucks. That is not a real thing. He doesn't suck. I mean, you might compare him to like an Alex Smith who struggled a little bit, but then found his way. Like Alex Smith could not throw on the outside of the hashes either for a long time. Harbaugh got a hold of him and he started building up his confidence, and boom, what do you know? Like he went to the Chiefs and he did well there. He went to the Redskins before that gruesome injury and did well there. And you know what, man? Like Jimmy G might be a little bit better than Alex Smith, and we all thought at the end of his career Alex Smith was a very good quarterback. So what's the problem? Like what's the real agenda?
Yeah, you know, Drew, because we got to go, but people love to take sides just to have these conversations, you know. It's just something we do. Like you said, this goes back, and I got news for you. Coming up in the next few years, I figured another 3.5, 4 years, there will be moments when people go after Trey. You know it, you know. And then, of course, we're going to look for another quarterback. They're going to bring a guy in to back Trey up at some point if Josh Rosen doesn't stay with us. And then it starts all over again. This is what we do. So, you know.
Well, best case scenario, Trey Lance is the next Mahomes, right? And then we have to worry about it for 10 plus years. Because honestly, it's fatiguing. Like, it's tiring to, like, just, like, why do we debate ourselves? Like, we're supposed to be in the stands cheering together. Like,
I know.
Whoever's in there, like C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins, let's cheer them on. Like, what's the problem?
How bad did they get booed? So, you know, it's just...
Well, yeah, remember the whole Alex Smith moment, that one game when Singletary was the coach, and he was like, they were like, we want Carr. You want David freaking Carr? That's how desperate you are? Like, it got bad. Those were some dark days, man.
It's going to happen. You know, sometimes I put up with it.
I know, man.
Other times
it
I just ignore it.
I wish we all could just be like, we got two good quarterbacks. We got a stable of running backs. We got some good receivers. We got a lot of tight ends. We got probably
and we're going to win.
Offensive lines in the NFL.
We're running overtime. We're going to have to go.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I know.
No, it's okay. We'll see you Sunday, the day before the real stuff gets
Alrighty.
started. Good stuff as usual, though, Drew. Love it when you get in here. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, man. All right, see you.
Emilio.
What?
Emilio,
What's happening?
that was interesting stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
and what?
now, what you
yeah,
just heard what Drew said.
What? Yeah, no. What? I would. He beat me to it. That's what I was going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew more about it. So yeah, it was. They said 90% of the team was vaccinated. And that was like small percentage. It was like 5 players. I guess Mosley was one of them. And I didn't know.
See, because the
other
names
was,
haven't
but
been uncovered. We know about 2.
No, it
Mosley's one?
was Mosley because they were saying that because I guess Mosley is getting more days off of COVID than the other 2. Because I guess the other 2, I forgot who the other 2 players were. They were saying that
Kwaski's on that list too. Okay, you know what? I just realized
the time
something.
was because the time was I guess the time was different. They said with vaccinated players, like he explained that the time was different from when they were vaccinated. So that was a difference. So that's what they were saying.
Yeah, the guys on that COVID list, I thought they put them on there just so they could bring them back sooner. No, those guys really are on the COVID list.
No. So yeah, so I guess but they're vaccinated.
They are vaccinated. Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was. So, yeah,
Scary.
the ones that are vaccinated are not going to get that much time off, and the ones that are not are going to get the 10 days. Or if
That must be
it's a difference.
But Emilio, that must be a safety precaution because I guess you can test positive. They've said it's happened a number of times. Even if you've been vaccinated, you can still test positive. You could be a carrier, which is even more scary, but you don't necessarily have any symptoms. You become asymptomatic, right? So you're not having any feeling about it, but you are carrying. And this is a very scary disease. It's like trying to, the movies they show with zombies? This is how it got started, A virus came in and wiped out mankind, and there were survivors that had to deal with them people. I mean, this is everything. God, it's crazy.
So yeah, no, well, that's why D-Hop was pissed off and irritated because it was the whole thing with him. He doesn't want to get vaccinated, but he was that they told him, well, nobody's forcing you, but you have to get tested every single day.
That's a pain in the butt.
And the whole thing with him being talking about, if we can't reschedule the team with the game, we got to forfeit. So that's what he was upset with. So he feels
now
like they're forcing
all
him
his
to get
teammates
vaccinated.
don't hate him.
But
if something goes wrong.
But it's a give and take with it. I'm like, because they done told him, even the teammates told him, I'm like, we're not tripping if you don't get it. It's just your thing is you have to deal with the consequences at the end of the day. Like if we have to forfeit, accept it, and then the players don't get paid. The whole stadium, owners don't get paid. So it breaks down to everything.
Emilio, do you remember? I don't know if your mom ever did this to you, but when I used to lie a lot. Well, I still do, but I used to lie a lot when I was a kid. And my mom used to know I was lying. She would say, okay, now, if you don't tell me the truth, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. She'd tell me enough things that I knew wasn't just to be about my ass getting whooped. It's going to be about somebody else go want some of your ass too. So I sit there for a while. All right, okay. Mama, listen, let me do it. No, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do to you, and then the punishment will be laid off anyway. But that's what they did to D-Hop. They let D-Hop know, your teammates are going to be let down. The organization is going to be let down. The entire city of Arizona is probably not going to appreciate you. You're going to go out to public places, and people are going, all right, okay. I keep putting the pressure on.
I'll put it to you like this. Let's say I'm the one that's texting it, and let's say you're the one that's not, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna get mad at you. It's your decision, it's your body. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I won't get paid. But I was like, okay, well, it's something you're gonna have to live with, right? It's like, you know what? It's like if you come and talk to the whole team, like, hey man, I feel a certain way. I don't want to do it. Is it cool with you guys? And if we're cool, hey, it's fine. It is what it is. But because at the end of the day, these guys are millionaires. So it's just either if he comes to talk to the team and they're cool with it, then so be it. If they're pissed off at him, he has to deal with the consequences. He has to deal with that too. So it's a give and take.
But Emilio, would you
I might get mad at you. I might not get.
But would you tell him right there up
No,
front
I'm
how you
not.
feel?
I'm not gonna tell. No, No, well, you have to, if you're a real teammate or a real person,
No,
you gotta
that's what I'm
speak
saying,
your
because
mind towards that,
you-
man.
But I'm saying if you come out and talk to your teammates, somebody may not be cool with it, and they say,
No, they might not.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We'll put it like this now. Like, right, I'm vaccinated, right? And I
Yeah.
talk to other people that said they're not vaccinated. I don't get mad. I'm like, dude, that's your decision. That's your business. I can understand whatever went through. I had told you before, I was sick, so I caught the shit, and the shit feels horrible. So that's my own decision of why I went and got vaccinated. You know, because I don't want to catch it again. Of course, I can still catch it, but it won't be as severe.
We shouldn't
Supposedly,
kill
is what they say. So that's the symptoms won't be as bad. So that's what I'm saying. It's up to you as your own person if you want to take it or not. I'm not going to get mad for you not taking it, and don't get mad at me because I did it. It's each his own. You know, you got to also think about it. We've been getting vaccinated like crazy since we've been babies.
I know,
So
right?
what are you getting mad at? Even if you look at your kids now, I took my kids and they got like 10 vaccinations when they were little. So what's the difference getting another vaccination? It ain't going to change anything. So like I said, I don't force people. I'm not going to talk bad about you. I'm not going to hate you. Your body, your decision, your choice. So that's how I feel about the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one, but the thing is, it's that same like in football practice, right? All right, Rumble, you missed 10 push-ups. I was counting, and you thought I didn't see you. Everybody get up, let's take a lap. I just love that. Everybody get up, let's take a lap. Oh, Jesus! You had a fight going with everybody on
No,
your team.
yeah, I know. I remember
saying,
playing in football, same thing. Like, oh, you're over there bullshit. No, you know what? Now the whole team has to run mad. Because of course, they got mad, but I'm like, next time, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't do that. Do what you need to do. Of course, the team's going to get mad at you, but hey, it's not just at that point, it's not really just about you, it's about your team. So either
That's
you're
what I'm
going to do
saying.
what's best
That's
for
what this
you,
comes
or
down
you're
to,
going to be a team player.
Yeah, so,
But like I said, with me, it's each his own. I'm not going to be mad at you. Just, I will let you know how I feel, give and take how it is. Hey, that's at the end of the day, you're a grown ass man. Your own decision at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's what it's got to be. But, good stuff. I love we covered that. We're gonna got to go now. But I'll be looking for you on Sunday. Talk some more football.
Yeah, let's we can talk.
All right,
How to see what's going on. All right.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
You too, fam. Well, there it is. Putting full spotlight on that subject matter. I was trying, because I keep thinking I can't imagine anything really seriously going wrong with that. Because I don't want to believe it. No, don't take a game away from us. Mr. Black Eyes, what's up, fam? I see the title and the D will help my offense and my quarterbacks that's behind center. How's Kinlaw? Kinlaw made it clear, hey, y'all, stop. I'm not injured. Kinlaw made a point to address that. So, I'm not injured, man. Why y'all keep calling me injured? I'm not injured. Okay, so, Javon, it wasn't us. Talk to the media. Javon, they say things about you wouldn't believe. They say you use cold cream at night when you go to bed. They said that squirrel was in your mouth. That wasn't even a squirrel. That was a large rat. The media is just evil sometimes. It says, what my wide receivers, quarterbacks looking, and are my quarterbacks covering well so far? Today, Mr. Black Ice, your quarterbacks were awesome. I mean, they were all over our receivers. Is that Raul?
What's poppin'?
No, Raul, man, we've the subject matter tonight was funny about the defense was supposed to dominate over the offense. We talked about everything tonight, including the interruption suddenly by the Detroit Lions representation. We've talked about COVID-19, the impact it will have on this team potentially. And so I guess, Raul, whatever you want to talk about is fine. What are you thinking?
Hey, what's the Lions fan's name again? Don what?
That's Mr. Don Burr. No, you're supposed to say, it doesn't matter what his name is. Don Burr.
Nah, man, I like when other people from other teams come onto this show, but with some respect,
fun.
You know what I mean? I don't mind him backing up his support and all that, but don't come talking trash, Come respectfully. Hit that like, people are taking time out of their day to do this show for you. It's entertainment, and it's good entertainment. It ain't no fiction, fairy tale like other shows, but no, I'm here to talk about the Niners, and that's it, baby.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Raul, I'm ready for it, too. Go ahead, fam.
Nothing much. Just overall, I'm happy with how the team is going. Now I'm not expecting to hear amazing things from Trey Lance or Jimmy G. Like nothing out of the ordinary. Because if we do hear that they're doing good in training camp, then that means our defense is slacking. Because what offseason, what training camp have we heard that the players were doing good? So. Never, because our defense was so good that it didn't give them the chance to shine like that.
Oh,
so
Ron, I'm
I
so
don't
glad you
expect
said
nothing
that.
different than the same.
I've been telling people that for the last 3 years. I said, we're getting all upset because the offense struggled against the defense. That same defense is going to be playing against other teams. Our offense just needs to get, working against iron sharpens iron. So when they play other teams, should be able to just run them off the field because they'll look at that other team and say, man, you guys ain't nothing compared to what we see every day. So, I love it.
Yep. So I'm expecting the same thing. That's what happened in 2019, and that's I'm expecting that now. So I don't know for anybody who's expecting to hear. I mean, if I do hear great things, perfect. But then that's going to have me second guessing our defense. Because what is a rookie like Trey Lance coming in here and showing up our supposedly Super Bowl defense?
That's true.
So I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting nothing crazy. I'm expecting some solid foundation to be laid out for Trey Lance. Just back up. Maybe sprinkle a couple plays here and there. We'll see. I mean, if we're up by 24 with 2 minutes left, let them get a 2-minute drive in, sure, but just for the experience and, get them drills in. But I don't expect nothing crazy. I don't expect to hear he threw 10 touchdowns in a practice game, or I do not expect to hear that at all.
Oh, Raul, me and you both will be scared then because, what? 10?
Yeah.
That means who's playing
what's
defense?
our defense doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, So, if anything, I'd rather hear he threw 5 interceptions like Jimmy G did, and see how he came back.
That.
Yeah, exactly. And remember how Jimmy G came back after that strong.
Yep.
So I hope Trey Lance goes through his little struggles with our team. Like you said, iron sharpens iron. I'm excited for this season. It's gonna be a good one, folks. So as long as COVID doesn't mess this one up for us, I think we should be there all the way towards the end. See who comes out on top.
Won't you be glad when the day comes, and I hope it's soon, that we're not talking about COVID anymore? I'm so tired of COVID. Every time you look around, everything we do is affected by that word. Everything is connected to that.
They're talking about another shutdown over here in Los Angeles.
I know.
Even if you're vaccinated, you have to wear masks. So I was like, damn, man, I don't know. Everybody's talking about closing down again. I hope not, but we'll see what happens. If it's for the safety and the better for everybody, then, I guess they got to do what they got to do. Yeah. So I got vaccinated. My family did it, so I was like, hey, you know what? Whatever happens to them is going to happen to me. I didn't second guess it or second think it. I was just like, whatever.
I mean,
I got 2 kids, and both my kids, they don't got it. Because their moms, they want to go a different route. So I was just like, all right, that's cool. I understand it. I understand your reasoning. I'm not going to pressure nobody to do anything. I'm not mad at them if they did it or not. But I hope everybody's safe. Everybody's being careful and just ready for some Niner football.
Yes.
Hit them likes. Shout out to Rambo. All right, Rambo. I know there's other callers and it's getting late, so I'll let you go. But thank you for having me on, Rambo. You have a good one now.
You are super cool, bro. Appreciate you, too. I'll see you Sunday if you get some time, too.
Yeah, like that.
Right? All right,
Yes, sir.
Have a great night.
Yes, sir. I will if I can. Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Bye.
All right, Bill. Yeah, because I got to tell you the truth. With me, remember Driver's Ed? Remember those movies they used to show us if you don't drive carefully? Those movies freaked me out as a kid. I've always been a safe driver, pretty much safe driver. There's been times, but normally I'm cautious. I do not want to be strolled out all over the sidewalk in the street. Parts of me there and there. That freaked me out. They shouldn't show that to kids when you're only in 10th grade. My God, that scared me. So when I saw the COVID films they're showing, damn, he can't breathe. He's on a machine. Oh, no. He gets to talk to his family on an iPad? That's it? They can't even come and talk to him? Scary. Hey, Elvis!
What's up, Rumbo?
Ellis, as you know tonight, we've been hit hard as Don Berg came off the chat, and because you addressed him as well. We also have the COVID situation. We were discussing it, and we were trying to, actually, I think we were trying not to talk about it because it does have political overtones. And we've learned now that, yes, unpadded practices cannot be taken seriously. So any subject matter you want to jump in or add to, tonight is open mic night. Ellis, you are on. My favorite dad. And I will not remember to remind you about the kids at the end. Sup, kids?
Hey, well, they're not here tonight. I got on a little bit late tonight, so I just dropped the squad off. Yeah, no, tonight. So yeah, that got a free night, man. Friday night.
Yeah.
But I'm low key just chilling anyway. Yeah, man. You know, I forgot to bring up the Javon Kinlaw thing last night, but if he's confident and said it's not nothing, then I guess we're not gonna worry about it too early. But it's just funny that I just was talking about the only difference between him and DeForest Buckner was the health issue, and then 3 days later, we get a knee issue or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, he's able to sustain that and get that back right. Take your time, Javon. I hope he's not. I hope he's not. Trying to tractor pull. Any tour buses or anything. You know what I mean? He's got a different way. Some guys got different ways of working out, man. Some guys do the old school, different things that you can make up out in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? You want to try and curl. Yeah, you want to try and curl a whole damn tree or something. Yeah, you chop down and Quinn Miners was out there going crazy doing stuff out in the woods, and there's guys got different ways of working out, man. But just take it easy, man. They got a lot of different ways you can work out and get stronger now without putting too much wear and tear on your body. So.
And
you're right,
Ellis,
Javon.
if you're a sprinter or want to be a wide receiver, I know some neighborhoods that you go through, you can build up on your speed. That would be funny. A hood workout.
Absolutely. Where every day is 4th of July. It's either 4th of July or you got something going on, you know what I mean? Shit, they got the stray dogs, you know what I mean? That'll help you be a track star real fast. I had a couple, I had at least 2 of those in my time, you know what I mean? And,
I've had at least so many too. And speed you didn't know you had.
Yes, until moments like that. Yes, sir.
Funny.
But yeah, man, I got a chance to look at a little bit of stuff today. I heard some good things about Elijah Mitchell. He was, sound like Raheem Mostert and Trey Sermon weren't getting too much, weren't getting outside enough to really get any shine. But
getting dropped in the
backfield.
But
Elijah Mitchell was running in between the tackles and getting busy.
Got love
like
for
I
it,
said,
too.
man, Elijah Mitchell, that's a dark horse. He's about to come in and surprise the out of a lot of us, and not all of us obviously, but I'm just really glad we got him and the receivers and I hear Jimmy was like what 500 or a little under 500. Grant was saying they got all these guys watching the practices. You know what I mean? But I mean it's the beginning, man. Guys got to get to.
Yeah, he was 5 for 10.
Some guys play better in the
and a
game.
drop.
Everybody's not a practice guy. And then at the end of the day, we're just getting started. Ain't nothing even. We haven't even unhinged yet fully. So everything's gonna be good, man. As long as guys can stay healthy, that's really main concern.
Yeah, that's the thing. Get through this period and let's survive it. Absolutely. But yeah. Grant, if you want to know what happened to Jimmy, though, Grant will never tell you. Actually, Trey had some miscues today, and I noticed Grant didn't say a word about that. He just said how great Trey was. I said, Grant, you don't turn on him later, because you know how Grant is. Season starts, if he makes one mistake, Grant will overdo it with how bad it was. So
Well, he talked a lot of shit about Trey, and then he jumped on his line once he found out he was like the last 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks up until the draft is when he started changing his tune. But before that, he was talking. He had nothing good to say really about Trey, honestly. So
who was his pick?
He was going with the Mac Jones and talking about everybody else. He didn't say much about. Well, he was saying that we're not going to get him, but he's thinking that Kyle's going to pick him. And then he was talking about everybody else other than Trey. Trey didn't actually come into
The focus until he
his
got
mind
drafted, right?
until he started seeing it narrowing down, and then he started kind of, oh, okay. But yeah, man, hey, you know, and we already know I'm the one that brought up Trey Lance last year, and Rombo got the DMs to show that he can screenshot and show y'all all that, man. We got the proof, so you know, it's no need to, you know what I mean, have to dust myself off too much, you know what I mean, but. But you know what?
Right
I just want him to come and prove it at this point. You know, we need to prove, and you know, Trey's got some time to work on that. He's sailing passes. They said here and there. I don't know, but he's also getting the deep ball out there, throwing 60-yard passes. You know, throwing bombs to Debo and George, and you know, getting some good looks out there. So
and now
you know, he's got to really get himself comfortable. Yeah, he's got to get consistent with that, as does everyone in their position. And it's just about working to get better, man. And that's, you know, as long as guys are doing that, that's all we can really ask for. I mean,
and
no matter who it is.
And when the offense is getting beat, do not immediately assume the offense is sucking. Give the defense a little credit sometimes. This is something people don't like to do. If something goes wrong and the defense having a great day, offense sucks. You know, the defense is going to make other teams around the league suck too. So that's what we want. You know, so.
Yeah, it's only right, man. You know, we're on the same team, so I wouldn't be
overreacting
about that in any way, shape, or form. Yeah,
well,
and so Jordan, what's his name?
Reed. Jordan.
No, not Jordan Reed, but Jordan Matthews.
Matthews. Yeah, he signed today.
Okay. Well. That's not.
I know nobody's getting excited about it. We'll see what he looks like as a tight end. Because as a receiver, he was not really blowing anybody away. So we'll see. He probably made the.
Yeah, at the slot. Yeah, at the slot he might be okay, but he probably, you know, he's not as fast as he was at one point. And then that other tight end, Pruitt, it sounded like Pruitt got hurt today, if I'm not mistaken. Was that?
I don't know. It seems like there is something wrong with him. I don't know if it occurred today or not, but yeah, he's definitely going to take some time off. So, all right, man.
Okay. Well, Charlie Warner, we need you to step it up, man. Charlie Warner, Paige and Charlie Warner. We need you to the front. Anyway, but shout out to Ross Dwelly, though. We got Ross the boss and everybody, so we'll be all right. Peace and love, brother Rombo.
Peace and love back at you,
as always.
Appreciate you. All right, Ellis.
Shout out to production, man. Shout out to the Niners. Yes, sir, family. Y'all be safe, man. Take care.
Night, Ellis. Don, there goes your buddy Ellis. All right, Don, you could have came in and said, my dude. And Monroe.
What's going on, Rombo?
Monroe, man, tonight we're covering a lot of things, man. We're looking at today's defense. Didn't let our running backs even get out the backfield. So everybody blamed the offensive line. We're not wearing no pads, though. Don Burr came in and reassured us that he was going to kick our butts on opening day. And we covered the COVID situation. So, Monroe, anything you want to jump on in there. You know, we're ready to listen.
You know, everything's going to be all right.
It's got to be.
Everything's going to be all right. And I'm not worried about that Detroit fan. He a Lions fan. The Lions. We talking about the
Lions? where people have quit. Hey, Monroe, star players have just upped and quit in their prime. We have one, though. We have a linebacker that left, but he left because of health reasons. But people in Detroit, I mean, they leave because, man, you know what? I'm sick of this, man. Megatron just come down and turned back into a big truck and drove off. And Billy just said, you know what?
You forgot about Dominican Sue left, too.
What? That was Detroit. That's right. I meant the list is long. The names I just thought of were just Dominican Sue's famous too. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know how I could be a Detroit fan. It's kind of like used to be when the Lakers was on one side of the field, or one side of L.A. or SoCal, and then there was and then you had that other team across town, and everybody used to say, who? See, Billy Crystal was the only guy that used to like that other team. And let's always laugh.
The Clip.
Yeah, the Clips. And then, but the Clips are starting to look good the last 6 or 7 years. But nobody was a Clipper fan. Nobody knew a Clipper fan. but Ro, let me stop. What do you want to jump on in there, man?
Look, it didn't make it no better because Lakers just got Westbrook.
I know, right? LeBron's got just the kind of running buddy he needs. You know.
But anyway, I'm just excited to see Trey Lance. Like I told you, Rambo, you know, he's gonna be a difference maker. No disrespect to Jimmy G. Now Jimmy G, like as I said, Jimmy G gonna be good for us. But I just feel like
Trey takes that next level.
Kyle Shanahan offense can go to a different element. You know what I'm saying? You know, you only go see with Jimmy G. It's only limited. With Trey Lance, you can create. He can get into a creative mode and create all different type of crazy little plays. You know, with Trey Lance, you can take it to a different element. And Shanahan
I think you're looking for the word expand beyond just what he's doing with Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, you know, it's coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing that Jimmy G didn't do, only but health wise, but just Trey Lance. You can get a lot more out of him than.
I hope so. Monroe, my only fear is I hope he lives up to all these expectations. There's a lot of expectations of him.
Especially the different run designs that Shanahan dial up, and you add him into the mix with that, that's going to be deadly with Mostert and him running, and Kittle running, and Debo running, and IU running. You don't know who's going to get the ball. You don't know who's going to,
You know, Monroe, I got to tell you, though, everybody's expecting, don't look for a whole lot of runs because Shanahan's going to want to make sure to protect him, too. It's design runs where he thinks he's going to be safe, but as far as just having him out there running all afternoon, that's not going to happen.
No, I ain't talking about I'm not talking about he gonna have like 10 carries, but I'm saying his 2 carries or 3 carries per game, you know what I'm saying, is gonna be, a little nice because everybody, you got to worry about Mostert running, you got to worry about Debo running, you got to worry about IU running, you got to worry about Kittle. They were even run the ball with Kittle. I ain't seen that before. That's what I'm saying. Like Shanahan makes plays where all those guys are carrying the ball and running. I don't know how you do it, but when you add Trey Lance, that has a great running ability, and you mix all that together.
You're talking about what you're pretty much alluding to is a college option play. But, the thing is, Shanahan still wants his receivers to be, it's going to be like, you can run, like RG3 was good at extending plays. I think that may be more of what page he's on. I don't know that he's going to have Lance out there running because you do put your quarterback at risk. When you look at Carson Wentz still having issues, Russell Wilson's one of the only guys. You look at Mahomes last year. He doesn't run that much, and they took his foot out. The only guy that's getting away with that really is over in Baltimore because nobody can catch him.
I think with Trey Lance, Shanahan gonna tap into a different realm. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all even in the past, it could be a fake run pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shanahan just dial up some crazy stuff. His geniuses. You know what I'm saying? Especially with. Because they saying the boy looking good in camp as far as like just dropping back and throwing passes, and we know he can do more than that already.
Oh, hopefully, as I say, boy, I tell you, I hope so. Because if we lose a quarterback, we need a winner.
They say he's a natural thrower.
Okay.
They say he's a natural thrower.
In other words, he's absolutely perfect. There ain't nothing wrong with him. Baby, I hope
that's
so.
the Conan guys said. They say he's a natural thrower.
Grant,
When they was
listen,
they say he's a
listen.
natural thrower.
Grant worships the ground he walks on, so we need to wait and see him ourselves. But anyway, we
Yeah.
gotta go, fam. Let me see you Sunday.
All
All right.
Niner gang, bang bang.
Hey, Monroe. Hank.
Rumble, my boy, how you doing?
Oh, Hank, man, we're just sitting back here, man. We started tonight's one of those programs where we started off with subject matter, and then we went like 20 different directions. So, Hank, anything you want to add to tonight, if it be the COVID situation, the defense looking good against our offense, and how seriously should you take that? And even Don Bird claiming that the Detroit Lions will give the 49ers a beat down on week 1. That's one of my favorite
Rumble,
parts of this evening.
Rumble, I guess I'm going to go with the clown of the day, and that's Don Burr. Rumble, I really don't get what this mindset is with some of these fans. Let me ask you this. Does O-line play offense, defense, secondary, every special teams, every aspect of the game? Because I don't think so. But let me ask you this, Rumble. No. Okay, so let me ask you this. Jared Goff, last team he was on the Rams. Stop me when I'm wrong, all right? Just correct me whenever I'm wrong. He got swept by us past 2 years. On the Rams, he had a better team overall in every aspect of the game.
Yes.
Special teams, defense, offense, wide receivers, running back, any aspect of the game, you name it. He had a coach. He had a better situation in Los Angeles, and this man got his ass swept past 2 years. So you telling me he's going to go to a worse team, who's worse in every aspect of the game, and just because they have a top 15, maybe even top 20 O-line,
offensive line, yeah,
they're going to beat us? I mean, Rumbo, I really want Don Burr to come back after week 1, but I'm not expecting that, Rumbo. We need a new phrase for some of these fans, and I call them week-to-week fans, is because after we whoop that ass, we don't hear from them, Rumbo.
Hey,
and
you know what?
this is nothing new.
We need to get Don, since he comes in here and enjoys our company all the time. He owes
Oh,
us
he won't
at
be
least.
back, Rumbo.
But the thing is, he needs to at least give us his social media and let us come on over. Just because he should be confident enough, since he sounds confident.
Oh, he won't.
Be confident enough to allow us to be able to come and find him should things go south for him. See, because right now he can, like you're saying, we'll never see him again and we can't find him. Don, I know you listen, Don. If you are as badass as you claim, then you should leave some information here. So in case you don't want to come in and say hello afterward, we can come and tell you how you doing. That's fair.
Rumbo, I don't know about you. That might have sounded like confidence to a lot of folks on your show. To me, all I saw was the man was stuttering. He didn't have nothing to say. He said, I got my O-line, and what else do I got? He was trying to figure out what else he had, Rumbo. So, he's confident, but that's a clown right there, Rumbo. I'm telling you. Like, he was stuttering. He was trying to figure out things to say. He said, shit, my O-line. All right, what else I got? And the man don't got nothing else to say. He go back to his O-line. Rumbo, it's week-to-week fans, and, we got to deal with the Rudies and, the Seahawks, Rain, and all these other clowns, but that's because we see them twice a year, and every now and then they might win a game. I don't know about the Rams. The past 2 years, they can. We had third, fourth stringers in. They still couldn't beat us. Debo Samuel was running a train on that boy. Aaron Donald, he couldn't do nothing. He watched him score every touchdown he did. All Aaron Donald did was look up and see Debo in the end zone.
Because the thing is, we should feel good because you don't see these people, you don't hear about them over in the Chargers sites or anything like that. I mean, they hang around with people they know are superior to them and try to bring us down. See, they think we don't know that, so they come in and they talk all kind of trash and,
Rumbo, a prime example. I'm sorry to cut you off, Rumbo. I do apologize. But Dak, where's Texas boy at?
He's in here. I just saw him. There he is.
Oh, he's in here. Oh, okay. The man. This fool got guts. Because, last I checked, Rumbo, Dak is possibly out for the first few weeks. And I mean, trust me, we're going to see less and less of that clown.
Whoa.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you, Rombo, is we got week to week fans.
Hank,
and
where'd you get that news? Dak's out?
So apparently he had some sort of shoulder injury. Carson Wentz, something happened with his ankle. You know how that boy's.
But I didn't know
boy's
Dak
made out of
sustained.
glass.
Dak sustained some kind of injury?
Yeah, he injured his shoulder, and I think it was yesterday or maybe it was today, one or the other. But yeah, he got a little shoulder injury, so they don't know how serious it is.
Oh no!
And so for me, it's just funny, man. We see these week to week fans, and it's nothing to be surprised by at this point. If you've been listening to Rombo's show for at least the past 2 years, I'm telling you, we got these week to week fans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a matter of time. After we whoop that ass, or they might squeak out a win. We'll see them. And then when they don't make the playoffs, like Raider Carlos, man, what is that fool still doing in the chat, Rombo? I don't get it. They ain't made the playoffs in what, 10 years?
They like abuse. Hey,
what
listen,
do they have to say?
Heck, we used to be 1-for-1 with Raider fans back in 2016, 17, 18. There was just as many Raider fans. We were talking just as many Raider fans as 49er fans. We were getting overran in our own damned house. They were running us out. I said, you know what? I would just start blocking them just to be blocking them because they're just taking over, So now you can't find a Raider fan. You get 3 or 4. God, Jesus.
I mean, that's all it is, Rombo. It's garbage, and I mean they infiltrate the chat like they got something to say. I mean, you remember for the NFC Championship game against the Vikings, I believe it. 2019. Yeah. How many Vikings fans did we have in here, Rombo? No. Did we see any of them the next week?
See.
Rombo, I've been watching your show for a long time. I promise you, I didn't
You've
catch
been
one of them.
watching the chat then. These people, they come in, and then you can't find, even during games, if we're not winning, they're just running over. And then all of a sudden, you can't find any of them when we pull ahead. I said, come back here. Come back here and take your whooping like a man. They won't do it.
Rombo, all I got to say to Raider Carlos is Nick Mullins. That's enough said right there. I don't got nothing else to say.
That's all you need to say.
Besides Nick Mullins.
Hank, we gotta go. I'll see you Sunday, and we'll see if we can. Well, I tell you what, they're not gonna stop. Okay. Anyway.
Always good talking to you, my brother Rombo.
Hey,
you have an amazing show. Got nothing but respect for you, and
thanks,
you
man.
stay safe. I'll catch you next
too,
time.
All right. Have a great night. Yeah. Here comes 49ers Ultimate Report's favorite dude and mine. It's Norman. Norm, what time is it?
Let me see. Let me see what time it is. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? It's Niners all day.
Yes.
You feel me? And we out here.
Yeah.
We came to watch them play. It's day 3 of training camp. And, I've just been hearing all kinds of, I get all the news. I get the footages. I get all that. You know what I'm saying? They've been catching some good ones. Trey been throwing some good ones. Jimmy throwing some ones. But everybody has their opinions on who. Yeah, that's my allergies going because I smell a lot of, I smell controversy within the fan base. But there's one thing that nobody is talking about, Rombo. There's one player that I've only heard one person talk about for the last week. And this guy has been showing up. He's the first one there and the last one to leave the training camp facility. And if anybody knows who that is before I say something.
Wow. Whoa.
Kudos
Let me think about that a second. Who could that be? First one in, last one out. George Kittle wouldn't fit that mold. Jimmy Ward, maybe. Jason Verrett? Norm, don't hold me in suspenders any longer. Who is it?
Talanoa Hufanga.
Oh! We're not hearing anything about him. There's a lot of guys we're not hearing anything about.
What a sleeper. What a sleeper, right? But he's the first one there and the last one to leave. So, that to me says dedication.
How'd you find that out, though?
Oh, I'm in a group chat. We get all the info, like how Brandon Ayuk was practicing with Trey and not Jimmy. So, I hear all that. Yeah, but
acknowledge that. You know,
But
in those media
Hufanga, Talanoa
conferences.
Hufanga is the one that nobody talks. I don't say nobody talks about him. People do talk about him, but I think he's probably one of the least discussed players in this
J-Dub
training
talked about
camp
him, though.
because of all the majors. Because everybody want to talk about the majors, but I just wanted to bring up that little nugget right there because that's defense right there. And I'm telling you, oh my God, our defense is going to be raw and uncut. And that's why people are looking at, the quarterbacks did trash. Well, how about the defense did really good, especially that secondary.
Every year we go
You
through
feel
this.
me? And we need that. We need that. Our front seven is going to be raw already, especially with D'Amico Ryans implementing, like I've said it earlier, implement that front seven to go in there, really rush and attack the quarterback, make him throw errant passes, make him throw some ibs, make him get the yips
Scared for
out
his
there.
life. I like that.
And have our secondary out there shining. Like, I swear to God, it is like, how many interceptions did the 94 Niners have? I want them to go back to those days, man.
That's a good question.
35 interceptions, I believe it was. Yeah, something like that. But like, just go back and watch the 94 Niners play, man. And I want to see that aggression coming out of these 2021 Niners, man. And Hufanga is like, that's the safety that, like, people compare him to Troy Polamalu. You know what I'm saying? I want to, compare him, like, even when Rodney Locke came as a rookie, he was a beast, and he was one of those ones, like, the most dedicated, committed players on the Niners when he came in. And I that's my bold prediction for Talanoa Hufanga, is just being that rookie standout, you know what I'm saying, in the safety position. And who knows, like, that probably would make Tart and who's the other safety? What's his name?
Marcel Harris is moving around, but you got Jefferson.
Moved around. You got Jefferson.
And
but
Hufanga
take that job, man.
Tavon something. Yeah, we got a lot of
Travarius
guys.
Moore.
No. There's a Tavon. What's Tavon's last name? Anyway, we got a number of people. I had forgotten about how many people they picked up, but they're all strong safeties.
Right. So that good free safety position that's what we're looking at right there. But also, who else? Jordan Matthews got signed. Now, I remember Jordan Matthews when he was in Philly, but I've seen him make some breakout plays, but he wasn't really one of those names that you hear buzzing like that. But he could be like Mostert was. Like, who was hearing about Raheem Mostert until he came to Kyle Shanahan's offense?
Tell you, boy, no, ain't
and Mostert was on 7 different teams. So people talk about, well, Jordan Matthews has been on this team and that team. So was Mostert.
Yeah, and suddenly he found himself.
Boom. He found his home. Kyle Shanahan was like, you're here. And he's stuck there. So, and as far as Trey Lance and Jimmy G, everybody wants to talk about that. Oh, my God. So, how does everybody feel about Kyle Shanahan saying that Jimmy G's spot that's what it is? He's the starting quarterback. How does everybody feel about that? Right. I've seen some mixed emotions. I've seen some very mixed emotions. Mostly, for the most part, I'm excited. I want to see Trey go out there and do his thing. But I mean, as far as everybody's saying with the Jimmy G situation, I'm talking about people have really lost their mind. They really mad, like they really in their feels. And I just want to say, man, keep your head up, man. Trey Lance is good. They're going to put this guy on there. I can tell you that. Why wouldn't they? It's going to happen, y'all. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to start to score. I've said that before too, Rambo. The man doesn't have to start to come on the field and score for us. You know what I'm saying?
And that's gonna be really super interesting because the defense ain't gonna be ready for that. Because
they're gonna be ready. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, who's this guy, man? Anybody know what to do here?
Nobody expected us to get Trey Lance, and nobody's going to expect us to put him in there on the field. This is Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch putting us in these genjutsus again. Best, the master planning, and as Niners fans, I think we should all be excited. I think this would be the year, man. This would be the year that we really, really get over that hump, man.
You know what? I hope so, because one out of 5 years is not going to work. But fam, we gonna go. Hey, let me see a Sunday, Norm, and ain't no telling
Yeah.
what's gonna happen between now and then.
But I mean, regardless of what happens, you already know what I'm finna say. It's Niners all day.
Yes, we done it.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Rombo. Shout out to 49ers, Ultimate Sports, and all that. You feel me? Let's go.
There you go. He loves it too. All right, fam. Have a great night, Norm.
Peace.
There he goes, Norman. And I see Eric.
Yeah, what's up, Rumble?
Eric, yeah, man, it's a potpourri of subject matters tonight. Anything you want to jump on it. Anywhere from COVID to the defense. And also, and what we're now knowing is, we need to stop deciding to attack either offense or defense because one did better than the other, and appreciate the fact that if the defense stopped our offense, they could stop any offense. But we're not doing pads, so it needs to be wait a minute before we make any judgment calls on it anyway. And then, of course, you have the doom and fear. Don Burgess announced, though, that I'm tired of hearing my name in y'all's mouth. I'm going to bed. And Don Burr, Rudy used to be so annoying that I actually started to fall in love with him. Don Burr came in tonight. Hey, it's Don Burr. And he was like, I thought I was watching the WWE. The dude just comes out running major smack. And Trey was just working him. That was funny. But anyway, Eric.
Go
ahead.
I don't even know what to say about that. It's the Lions. I mean, you're probably the most irrelevant team there is. Like,
God. Don, I know you didn't.
I'm pretty sure if you just like kick the Lions out of the NFL, I don't think anyone would care besides Don Burr. No one would care.
Somebody would ask sooner or later, hey, anybody seen the Lions? Yeah, no, they quit last year. Really? They just left? Why not?
I want to say something about Jimmy G. And a couple of callers ago, someone was talking about how the fans are divided, and I think that's true. And honestly, this is something that I'm scared of. Actually, is Jimmy plays bad during a game, and our fans boo him off the field.
Oh, I thought about that too.
That not only I think that would honestly that would kill me. Like I don't even like I like Jimmy, but like he's QB1, dude. At the end of the day, he's the quarterback one. I understand that people are excited to see Trey Lance. But at the end of the day, Jimmy is the quarterback of the 5-time Super Bowl champions. There's no point. Even with Brian Hoyer, you don't like. Did we boo Brian Hoyer off the field? I don't think we did that.
He didn't get booed. People talked about him on social media, but remember, whenever people mention Nick, oh man, we need to start Nick every time Jimmy make one mistake. We need to start Nick, so we don't wait. You make a mistake, we start you. And then when Nick went out there, oh man, Nick's trash. I said, you know what? This is really a vicious cycle. So no, you're right.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like things sort of got to change. It like you said, it does always feel like that. Every time someone plays bad, it's like we've already found a replacement.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the day, Jimmy literally got us out of probably the worst years in Niner history, and
the toilet bowl. I mean, we were in there forever.
Yeah, it's
2014.
I know. I mean, I think at one point we lost the Browns.
I know, and it wasn't even close. They just ran us off the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
I mean, it got so bad we lost to the Raiders. Like, that's pathetic.
And they're still talking about that. They forgot about the last time we played. They're talking about that game. Yeah. We beat Kaepernick and almost beat his ass in the tunnel. I mean, this is your problem. You guys don't get it. You're still not doing anything special. We still are the superior team. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and then they always brag about their 12-4 season back in 2016, and they're always like, Derek Carr is better than Jimmy G. But has Derek Carr started a playoff game? I haven't seen Derek Carr starting a playoff game.
That's when they were all over the chat. Remember that? Every other person was a Raider fan, and they was just in there fighting. Now you can't find Raiders except for we got a 4 or 5 in here, but that's it.
I know.
and they're probably 12-year-olds that still play Fortnite.
They don't know what happened. Eric, good call. I gotta remember. I gotta reuse that one. Larry Hoover, Raider Carlos, Trader something. I mean, this guys. You guys are 13, 12, and 13. That's too soon. That was 2014. They were probably old enough to comprehend football. They should know better.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the fans got to be more. I guess I don't know how to put it. It's just I think you can't just write a player off as soon as. I mean, unless it's Dante Johnson. But I mean, it's just you can't really, kick the tires on them real quick. It's just Jimmy's done right by us. At the end of the day, Jimmy's every time he's been on the field, he's put everything he has out there, and to say he completely sucks, even though he nearly threw 30 touchdowns in 2019 and nearly 4,000 yards.
Well, if it wasn't for the drops and penalties, it would have been way over 4,000.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, and we're on a run first team, and it's just at the end of the day, you can't like really say Jimmy sucks, even though it's not like he was Brock Osweiler or some shit. He's not that. He's not Jared Goff.
Eric, there's another thing too. People understand Jimmy Garoppolo has only put in 2 years off. He was put behind Tom Brady forever. Actually, what we saw from him was really a little bit much. Because then when he came over from New England and he did what he did, and then he got hurt in 2018. Don't tell me what was going to happen in 2018 had he stayed healthy, trying to learn Kyle Shanahan's offense. And then in 2019, we go all the way. Now, a lot of people don't want to give him any credit for it, but he was out in the field, and there were some key games that he won that put us in that position, too. So, I just don't understand the hate. That's why I refuse to hate him. Some people that's what they do. They just hate.
Yeah, and my hot take for this season, I honestly do think he cracks the top 15. I think he's going to get in there.
Easily. Especially top 15.
Yeah, people. Yeah, obviously people are going to say, what the hell, you're stupid for saying that. But he has a great wide receiving core now. He has a good offensive line. Obviously the run game is going to do better. He has George Kittle back. The defense is still great. And we have an easier schedule than the rest of the division. At the end of the day, he's poised for. And honestly, he's playing for his career now. Like a lot of players on the team are. Yeah, a lot of players on the team are. Obviously, Mike McGlinchey. This is Mike McGlinchey's pay year. This is Deebo Samuel's, I believe, pay year.
But you know what, though, Eric? I'm going to get mad if all those guys just play out of their mind. Because say, you know what? You guys, you could have played like this before, right? You didn't have to wait till now to worry about your life. So with Jimmy, I know he's been hurt, injured, and a lot of people think the hurt Jimmy G is the only Jimmy G, right? So they really do. So we're going to see a healthy Jimmy G, and he's got better protection this year. He's got better receivers, so he can get rid of that ball quickly. I think we're going to see a lot of difference, not just a little, a lot. So.
Yeah. And one more thing is because I this has been really bothering me because people keep talking about the DeForest Buckner trade.
Yeah.
And it does bother me. It does bother me too. And the reason is because he's the second best defensive tackle, and we only got another defensive tackle for him. That's what bothers me. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I understand we traded the pick, right? We traded down.
Yeah.
So well, what did we get from that?
Yeah, Javon Kinlaw.
We traded like one spot, I think.
Yeah, we went to 13.
Yeah,
13 and went to 14, right? Or 12? Yeah, we went 13 to 14. Yeah.
Yeah, but it feels like it was obviously Kinlaw's not bad, but it feels like a huge downgrade from the second best defensive tackle to a rookie essentially. But that's what bothers me is that you only got a first round pick out of a player like that. I mean, Jamal Adams, who can barely cover shit. He was meant to cover George Kittle, and the man can't even cover like a backup tight end. That's what bothers me. I mean, DeForest Buckner is a force on the defensive line. He's a captain.
That's true.
I mean, that's something that bothers me, and I feel like we got a little more.
I know we got to go, but they really didn't want to trade him, so that's the thing. So I guess they just made a deal that they didn't, and it was good for DeForest, and they thought about him. That was kind of nice of him, actually. But you're right, we should have got more.
Mm.
All right, man. Let's see you Sunday, huh?
All right, yeah, I'll see you later.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right, go Niners.
You too. Hey, all right. Tony, Atlanta. Tony.
Gumbo.
Tony.
Do you have a caller? Do you have a caller behind me, man? Can you give me 5 to 7 minutes?
Oh, Tony, you know what? You did bring up the rear tonight. Shucks. I'd love to talk to you, too. Tony, maybe we might have to save it.
Okay.
We might have to save it for Sunday.
We could talk. We could talk. We could talk. I'm in the laundry room. We could talk. We could talk.
Tony, you didn't have to tell us you was doing your laundry. I know how that feels. It's a thing where you don't want everybody to know you're doing your laundry. Hey, don't let anybody, if you're in the laundry room, keep an eye on your stuff. But Tony, yeah.
No. This is in the basement of our home.
Tony, nobody's gonna take your laundry at your house, unless with me and my family. Kenny might have went in and stole all my stuff like he didn't know he did it, but you should know who did that.
Rambo, my side is hurting, laughing in tonight's chat with Don Burr and Ray Carlos.
Isn't he special?
Texas boy. Oh, my goodness. Texas boy would never answer any of my messages. He won't answer me.
Why? Hey, that's one thing about Don Burr. He ain't running from nobody or blocking nobody. Has Don Burr blocked anybody? Don Burr waits for you to come at him.
No.
Came on the phone. Hey, who's this? Don Burr. Oh, yeah? Well, what's up? Y'all go get you. And then he went into his spiel. I felt like I was back on the block. Dude coming.
I was upset. I'm like, dude. That was sick. Yes, sir. You got news? Got the football news? How's your team doing?
Oh, hey, Carson Wentz. I said, I thought about poor Carson. Now, here's a situation where, he's had more injury situations than Jimmy, actually. He comes, big trade, leaves Indy after losing his job in Philly and gets hurt right away. They must be going nuts. Now, what do we do now? We don't even have a backup. Or do they?
Yeah, quarterback from Washington. The quarterback they drafted from Washington last year in the 4th round. I can't think of his name.
Hey, is that the little quick kid that got hurt?
That's the strong arm quarterback. I can't think of his name though. Last year in the 2020 draft.
But he's in Indy then.
Yeah, he's in Indy. He's their backup.
Okay. So yeah, that was the thing. I was like, wow, what a bad deal. Still, and it's so funny because we're not hearing anything about any movement on over in Texas. Not your favorite part of Texas, but that other team. What's happened to Deshaun? You notice how quiet when things get quiet suddenly like that. Have you heard anything about him?
No, not about him, but I know Randall Cobb got traded back to Green Bay like Aaron Rodgers.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that deal?
I think it's a dumb move. You gonna pay a 3rd or 4th wide receiver $10 million?
And Randall Cobb is pretty much seeing his best years. I heard that Aaron got up. Go ahead.
No, I was listening. Go ahead.
I heard Aaron got up and ran through a whole roast and talked about some of the things he has not appreciated down through the years, including Jordy Nelson.
Sure did.
Yeah, how long, Tony, do you go ahead? Now, Aaron's having his temper tantrum. We're trying to appease him, and he's still showing anger. Are we going to stop this now and get ready for the season, or is there something else we need to bend over backwards to make you happy, Aaron? Because we've offered you the highest salary in the NFL. You told us to stick it. You asked for Randall Cobb. We went and got him. Now, what is it? At some point, I would just get frustrated. I say, Aaron, every day I wake up, somebody comes into the office and tells me you're having issues. What is it now? God.
So let me ask you this. If Green Bay, if they don't get off to the start that they want to get off to, and they start losing, who's going to take the blame? Because there's going to be finger pointing.
You almost have to point at Aaron because He's the one who brought the team into the area they are. They could be trained. They could have been preparing for the season. You need a mindset coming into the season. You don't need this. So if he comes in and discusses things, stop airing out the laundry in public, go to the office and have these conversations. I know that a lot of people think the best way to get something done is to put people on blast so everybody can see and make judgment calls. But it's not good for a football team. Yeah, that's just making a mess.
No.
So, and you went through the same thing with Julio.
Yeah, but but I applaud the Atlanta Falcons organization because as soon as we saw that Fox telecast with him and Shannon Sharp, Atlanta moved hell and high water to go ahead and give his trade request.
Yeah,
we moved on. Falcons fans are bringing this stuff up now. Mr. Blank made the press conference yesterday. Julio didn't speak to him, this and that. But the team has moved on. Julio, he gave us 10 great years. We moved on. But some of these idiotic Falcons fans, Julio doesn't owe us anything. He's Tennessee, we're here. Let's focus on the season. And we don't have that distraction over our head like Green Bay does.
Yeah. This is what I love about the 49ers organization. We have developed an environment. Even Jimmy's running around smiling and he's become good buddies with Trey Lance. Tony, do you remember that year before last? I think Ahkello Witherspoon, Kyle takes him out of the game. And Spoon comes up to Kyle a few minutes later. Listen, I'll play special teams, anything else you need me to do. We don't need to put so much stuff on Emmanuel's plate. I was blown away. So whatever people say about Kyle and John Lynch, they know how to get players to love them. I mean, we got players that run through a brick wall for John and Kyle, We don't ever hear anything bad, but then again, there may be some things bad that we don't hear about. But you don't see it in the players. The attitude and the environment they've created is amazing.
I'm very excited, man. I saw some of the practice on the Falcons network. Man, Kyle Pitts is good. This receiver, Olamide Zaccheaus, who I like, is looking good. But I will tell you, Hayden Hurst is going to have an outstanding year. The other tight end, former person. He's going to have an outstanding year this year. Watch what I tell you.
This is what I've been trying to tell people. They kept trying to tell me, man, we already got a tight end. No, you don't get it. If you got two tight ends that are damn near equally dangerous, you make life easy for both of them. Now defenses don't know what the heck to do. We already got a tight end. I talk to people like that sometimes. I try to understand that the depth of their intelligence as far as football goes is not that deep. So, I just go ahead and go along with it, and I quit arguing, and I just go to the next argument. You guys have a field day, man. That's going to be awesome.
With Julio gone, I wish him well. Now, I'm going to give you some names here.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan has got all these receivers paid. He got Roddy White paid to another contract. Yeah. Julio Jones to 2 contracts. We had a receiver named Harry Douglas, who was our third receiver back in 2011, 12. He ended up being a free agent going to Tennessee. Matt Ryan got him paid. Matt Ryan got Mohamed Sanu paid. He got Taylor Gabriel paid when he went to the Bears after Atlanta.
You were right about Julio, too.
Yes. And a blocking tight end who caught some passes that Super Bowl year, Levine Toilolo. He got a big contract with Detroit the year after the Super Bowl. So is it the receiver or is it because Matt Ryan got those guys paid?
So it's an ongoing thing. People don't know what to appreciate and what not to appreciate, but that's fine. That's what fandom is all about. You get to embrace whatever your issues are as well as the things you love. So, it's the way it is.
And Don Burr, Rambo, he wouldn't ask for anything. I said, hey, Don Burr, Detroit has never been to a Super Bowl. You've only played one NFC championship game, and that was against the former and they blew you out of the water. Oh, let me rephrase that. I typed it. They blew you back to Detroit.
Don Burr's never had it. Has anybody noticed Don Burr saying anything about Matt Stafford? I wonder if he's happy now with Jared Goff. I've never thought about that.
No. And I told him the last time Detroit won anything. It was the pre-Super Bowl era, and I didn't even tell them the game. It was Jim Brown's rookie year. Detroit beat them in the '57 championship, but I didn't even say all that. The last time Detroit won the NFL championship, I said Dwight Eisenhower was in office. That's a fact.
You
He
know,
didn't respond.
what's really funny is because Rudy's always bringing up the Cleveland Browns as once upon a time that was the Rams organization, right? So he's always bringing up. You know, we had the first this, we had the first that. Rudy thought I'd be touched by the Browns organization bringing in the first black players. I said, Rudy, I appreciate all that, but you know, here's the thing: the Rams and the Browns are two different organizations at this particular point. I don't know how you can draw from that and be proud. Yes, those are great years and championships, but you need to win it with them horns on your head, and they can't do it. They had the greatest show on turf, but that was not in Los Angeles; it was in St. Louis. So they got nothing yet to brag about.
Yep.
Rudy,
you got some characters in your chat, man, and they make it fun though.
Special, ain't they?
I wish Texas boy would talk to me. He won't talk to me. He won't respond.
Come on, Texas boy. Look, Tony likes you.
He's like,
unblock him.
I do. when I saw him in the chat, I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?" I said, "The great, the wonderful, the outstanding Texas boy has graced us with his presence in the chat." He did not respond. He didn't respond.
I tell you, I don't know why he's so sensitive. As much trash as he used to talk when the Cowboys was winning the game here
Oh
and
my
there.
goodness. He was talking trash to Don, but he wouldn't answer anything. Nothing.
Well, Tony, I'm gonna go. I'm getting hungry. All this laughing has worked up a lot of appetite here. So, John, hey Tony,
Oh my God.
see you Sunday. Go ahead and finish that laundry up, and I'll look for you Sunday.
Yes, sir. I'll be talking to you Sunday. Tonight seemed like Friday night SmackDown
I know.
at the beginning.
It was.
Have a good weekend, sir. I'll see you Sunday.
You too, Tony. Yeah. Good night. There goes Tony. Tony's so much fun. What if all our other fans from other places would like Tony? Hey, fam, here's the thing. It's kind of entertaining. And trolls, I don't want to encourage them because they'll take it to the next level. And God knows what that would be like, right? But it's kind of fun beating up on them because, see, there's nothing they can say to us now. They can talk about our team, but the best they can do is talk about what our team is like when it's injured, because they know damned well our team fully fortified and strong, they haven't got a chance. Raiders Carlos said he wants to call in. He can call in. I do not discourage people to call in. He can't call in now, though. We're not going to wait now. But Don Burr called in and did the Don Burr. Yeah. Who was it? Don Burr. Okay. I was actually intimidated for a moment there, concerned with maybe I should hang up or hide. I'm going to go back and listen to that later. Don was so pissed off. And I don't blame him. If I'm a Detroit Lions fan, I with all of us, fam, think about, try to put yourself in Don's place. What if you've been waiting for the Detroit Lions to win a something special, something, and become really relevant in the league, and have people talking about how special they are, since some of the greatest football players in the game have left that organization and were still fully capable of playing football. How embarrassing is that? And I know what they're going to say. Y'all had Jerry Rice left. Jerry Rice left, and Montana and some of our guys left toward the bottom end of their careers, and that's what Walsh did. They didn't leave pissed off, but they left. They didn't get up one day and say, "Had enough." So, it's a different story before you guys bring that. Raider fans, you got to feel bad about the Raider fans because they've been on the other side of the bridge, and they've been considered our little brothers since we came up with all them trophies. So now they've taken exception to that fact, and they want us to know that they are not our little brothers and every bit equal as we are. So I understand their pain. But I do not understand the Seahawks. One time, Raiders have won at least 3. Seahawks have won 1 time, 1 trophy. And yet we hear from them almost the same amount of energy as we do from everybody else, Raiders and everybody else come in. Even Texas boy has more right to talk than the Seahawks do. No. Let me go ahead and give them a break because I could go on hours about them. I had one video one time, and I set a record on dislikes because I said something about the Raiders during that show, and they never got off my ass. Raiders, you and I, we have something personal. Anyway, fam, thanks for the likes you gave me tonight, fam, and the contributions. Appreciate you know this. I'll see you Sunday. We're about to put the pads on. Raiders! Good night, Don.